All right, we're going.
Okay.
I have nothing to say.
Okay, you all will be seeing this on the screen. It is June. That is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. We have thoughtfully provided the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline for you to reach out if you are struggling. All of us have, expressed some struggle or another. Life is not easy, but it's better with you in it. So stick around. That
I'd like to have you and talk to you folks.
Yeah, and that's why we were so happy to jump aboard with Brothers to Brothers AMD for what they're doing for men who are suffering through domestic violence.
There's always going to be somebody to listen.
Yeah,
Always, folks.
no need to there is no need to implement a permanent solution to temporary problems. And as sad as it is, the suffering you're ending for yourself gets put on everybody else that you know's shoulders tenfold. So we'd rather hear you and your problems than visit you in the ground. But that is that segment for this year. We want to do this every June because it is important. And let me get up our disclaimer. That is the wrong image, but it's our sponsors, so that's good too. There we are. Disclaimer time. So what's going on with you all? Are you ready?
Yeah.
I am
Also, to
ready.
all those that are watching, this is our second time trying to start.
Yeah, I didn't know what episode we were on.
I love it. You started and you immediately cussed, and I'm just cackling like a madman in the background because of it.
No,
Meanwhile, my mic was muted and I was laughing like a hyena.
it thankfully pops up with a manage broadcast box, and that's when I realized that I hadn't actually managed the broadcast.
Yeah, so he hit the button. He hit the button to start, but it didn't actually start. So
What happened?
technically, this is our first time starting.
Yeah.
It's our second attempt, though.
Well, what are you gonna do? But that does bring us into our sponsored segment. Martin Mancini, Paint Hammer 40 Colors, and Brothers to Brothers ADV. Lots of great content all around. Their links are in the description below. This time I didn't have to go back and edit them in. I have a private Discord server where I keep all of my notes, and apparently I have like 2 of them for this series, and it's kind of shoot myself in the foot every time.
Hey man, it's a learning experience. Don't beat yourself up too bad.
I got it figured out. I got it all fixed.
Alrighty, I've sent out the links. I've let people know we are live.
I was gonna say, I can't get you guys to shut up when we're playing, but you got nothing to say now.
Well, I'm still
Oh,
reading the
come now, buddy. Come on, I'm just sending out the links. I mean, am I allowed to be my flame self and just ramble on and on and on when I need to?
And to be fair, my mic was muted for the last couple minutes so you could speak. So
Oh, sure.
I'm
mean, if
just
you-
I'm just a woman, only being speaking when spoken to.
hey, no, none of that, Thunder. We love you for who you are.
Thunder. That's only with Mayor.
Thundercats!
I'm pretty sure you're the one that
Oh!
beats Mayor for it, anyways.
I'm not even gonna entertain it.
I'm pretty sure it's the other way around. Doesn't Mayor wait to be spoken to by you?
No.
If I were to wait for that, then I'd be like that monk that took a vow of silence. I'd be long dead.
Like, babe, I just need you to speak. Okay, it's been 5 years. She hasn't said anything. Are you guys even dating anymore? Oh no, we're married now. But she doesn't talk to you. Yeah. You guys
But-
talk? No. You even say goodnight to each other? No.
If I'm heavily neglected. If I were to wait for her to initiate
Oh my God.
conversation, it would take all of you would be deep in the cold
And the
ground.
truth. And the truth finally comes out. That's what the session's actually about today, folks. We're doing some marriage coupling between Thunder and Mare, even though they're not married yet. But we're doing some couples counseling with them, you know.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
You
So-
don't know
so-
how
so, Mary,
good you
how
have
does it make-
boy.
Thunder, it's Mare's turn to speak. Mare, how does it make you feel when Thunder ignores you?
I don't care.
Okay. And Thunder, how does that make you feel?
I don't care.
I see.
Wow,
We're at
it's like
that
two
stage
brick
of the
walls.
relationship. I'm gonna call
It's
in an expert. Chaos. Could you deal with these two?
Okay, do you need me to go for the wrecking ball approach or the dynamite approach?
Dynamite. We need a big one.
Okay, Okay, I need to do some homework real quick, then I'll come back in 5 minutes for something big to throw at them.
You guys
Okay,
do
I'll
know that
keep
you're
talking
dealing
to him
with
for now.
two people that are exactly the same, and if you try to go anywhere with either one of us, we will stonewall you until you're dead.
Now,
Like I
folks,
said, it's like two brick walls meant for each other. You link
folks,
to
we
make a
need you
bigger
to
brick wall.
We need you to like, comment, and share, and subscribe on these videos. And go to our Subscribe Star and subscribe there. We'll be getting more content on there. Because all the money you donate to us will go towards Mayor and Thunder's marriage counseling.
If
Or
See, that's
couples
the thing,
counseling,
though,
I'm
they
sorry.
They don't need it though. Their personalities are the bricks, and their indifference is the mortar.
No, they need it. No, the money will actually go towards. The money will go towards.
sorry, continue.
No, I'm I'm trying to keep myself from cussing
Where
from
are
laughing.
Where are you wasting one half of my funds?
Either on you or on baby diapers for Mark. I haven't decided yet.
Probably that
Oh,
one.
give it to the
Give it
baby.
to the baby.
Needs that.
All
Yeah,
$12.
the young
go
matter,
to,
not the old.
go to the.
Yeah.
Give all $12 to them.
Well, oh, you think you're worth $12, sir? Come on.
No, I mean that's all we've
Come
made
on.
total.
We've actually made 10. Somebody unsubscribed from the Subscribe Star, so we
It
aren't
was,
making much there.
It was me, and my card had to get changed, and I forgot.
I
to
know.
do it. So
I'm
the
giving you
money was
crap,
from
Thunder.
me.
I'm giving you crap, Thunder.
I didn't want you to subscribe to that damn thing anyway.
Well, they kept brainwashing me to try, and I'm like, okay, I'll try.
Well, we just
and I
wanted to
lost
see if
my
you could
card.
view it. We didn't want you to buy
Yeah.
into it.
I mean, yeah, it works. That works. You know, we've got episode 9 of the Golden Valley, which hopefully that's coming back soon with my job not pissing me off anymore and making me work Saturdays. We should be able to start that back up soon.
I've got since we can use the Subscribe Star as basically our toilet paper, I'm going to use crappy editing software and throw in some copyright music to put together the coolest moments from beginning to end of my Oblivion playthrough.
I'm working on getting some little clips for us for YouTube and stuff.
That is, yeah.
I'm working on the Mark and the Camel one. If anybody remembers that bit.
I actually have like 3 versions of that saved, trying to do that because YouTube will not let me make a short. Will not.
I've just been using God, I can't say the word right now.
CapCut?
CapCut.
Yeah, that's what I was
just
trying
used
to do.
CapCut. I made
CapCut
it for.
CapCut wouldn't
I mean,
fucking let me.
I'm gonna make it for TikTok, post it on our TikTok, and see if I can switch it from TikTok to YouTube.
Perfect. So, I mean, hell, if you can get on the YouTube channel on your phone, which you should be able to, all you'd have to do is upload it to TikTok. It'll automatically save on your phone, and then you just upload that as a short. It'd probably take less than 30 seconds. It would take you longer to type out what you need to type out than it will to get it uploaded.
Yeah, I just got to transfer it from my computer to my phone. That's the only somewhat difficult part, but I can just put it on Discord and take it off Discord onto my phone, so it's not hard.
Yeah, it's just annoying as hell.
I mean, that's how it goes sometimes. Life can be an annoying thing, but
There's gonna be
it just works
some
like that.
person that discovers this channel after a while who's a tech expert, and they're gonna go, "Wow, they need 4 devices to upload a 30-second clip that any like a 5-year-olds are doing with their iPads."
It's like we literally we've got these kids in China that are doing it with 1 device, and you guys need 5. You guys suck.
6 apps, 2
they're
devices.
Gonna go back to our old videos and go, ooh.
Yeah, our old ones kind of need an overhaul. That or deleted.
I was gonna say I'm almost thinking about just getting rid of True Realms, especially if we're not gonna finish it.
I say get rid of it. If we do a new True Realms, I'm gonna rewrite a lot of stuff maybe change the map a little bit.
I don't think we should get rid of it. Maybe just private it.
I'm not against that. Put it on and be like, hey, here's our first ever attempt. It was terrible. If we do True Realms, I'm restarting it. I'm not starting you guys. Konia, and I'm going back with my original idea of like I want you to be able to travel from the different continents. Because that's how it was supposed to work with the old map. If you remember the old map of like, here's this continent, then you go to this continent, then you go to this continent, then you go to this continent. But
you could just put in like the playlist description of it permanently on hiatus. You don't have to delete them or private them or anything.
Okay, I'm being told we can't get rid of True Realms. All right, 10-4.
Who just told us that?
My good buddy. Let me squish.
Oh, let me squish. Thanks, man.
Yeah, okay.
We'll just...
No, let's keep it up. It's fine. It's good to see the evolution. We're getting too hard on ourselves. We gotta stop blackpilling live on air here. We gotta pull our heads out of our asses and have some fun.
Do you want me to go put in the description of the last episode, permanently ended?
They're just on hiatus.
So it ends on a cliffhanger? Horrible.
Yeah.
There's an actual unaired episode that we were supposed to, because Flame was only supposed to be gone for a month.
And my job just kept fucking me. Here's the thing: if we went, we could go back and finish it, but I'm gonna wrap it up in like 5 or 6 sessions. And be like, all right, story's ended here. We're not touching this anymore. I want something different because we've lost too many people that I wrote way too much for the original stuff. We don't have Mark. We don't have Hunter. We don't have. We're down like 2 or 3, 4 people. Stuff's changed too much. And
I think it's important to just leave it unchanged. And if people really want to know, I could take literally 3 minutes out of my day to do the second ever channel update, which would be huge because we only have 1 channel update to air in 2 years. So
yeah. I mean, if we do a channel update, I'll explain what I'm gonna do, what I would have done, and this is how it canonically ends, so the story can progress without any problems.
I was just gonna do it the same way as, this isn't Mare talking. This is me talking. I'm not doing any bits. This is just kind of what happened, and this is what you should check out, and this is what the future looks like.
I get it. Yeah, and I mean, I get people want closure, but it's like, this is like some of those stories where it starts getting good and then the author croaks and we can't finish it.
Or your George R. R.
We lost
George R. R. Martin.
we lost too
Well,
many people and we can't finish it.
that's not fair because Martin's still alive. He just can't write fast to save his own soul.
He's an
Yeah.
idiot, man. Let me get the intermission. Hold on.
Like
we-
Winds of
know.
Winter, he's still working on that.
Besides,
Yeah, see, we're being told that it's good to, keep it there because it shows a perfect evolution. I mean, it is kind of funny watching 5 episodes and then watching us jump 10 tech generations and then doing another 10 episodes and jumping another 10 tech generations. And then with this live stream, we've really jumped to almost 20 tech generations.
yeah, we made huge jumps, and I guess big thing is I've fallen in love with Pathfinder. I'm not a big fan of going back and DMing D&D. Honestly, I prefer Pathfinder now than I do D&D.
I messed with Pathfinder, just trying to study up on it. Made a character sheet. It's odd.
It is a lot. Like, I won't even lie. There's a lot to it. But I love that it's got more and there's more to play with, more to work with. And that's what I love about it.
You're not pigeonholed into.
Yeah.
You're not pigeonholed into one thing. Once you pick a class, you have to stay there. But with Pathfinder, you can build whatever you want.
Yeah, I saw
And
that,
that-
and I really liked that. But it was like you gotta really think about the little details on, it, and you're like, oh my god, like how many aptitudes, how many ruins, and I got lost with the ruin concept. I'm like, oh, you gotta
the
trained in
rune
crafting. And then it was a
Hey, I like Pathfinder's crafting rules because I did more digging into homebrew stuff to make, and I like that idea of what I can homebrew more with it. I like Pathfinder's system of daemons, demons, and infernal beings. They're their own. Each one is their own classified thing. They don't fall under their own thing. They each fall under their own specific thing. There's not heaven and hell aren't just two concepts. They're realities in their own form. They're separate from and they don't do planes anymore. They do worlds. It's its own world kind of thing, which I like better than here's a plane, here's a plane, here's a plane. And some worlds can interact with each other.
The only reason I like planes is I'm finally able to use them how I've always wanted to use planes, and that's what you're seeing me do right now.
Yeah, you're getting to play with them more, and I like how you're playing with them. They're pretty good.
That's you guys want a little secret, a little peek behind the curtain on the world before we get started?
Sure.
I have like 10 maybe solid planes that actually exist, and the rest of them I just kind of don't know because I'm not sure which planes exist yet.
Yeah.
Because I put this together in 3 days.
Hey, that's just how it works sometimes, man. I'm excited to see what you do. I like what you've got. What you've got made so far is really nice. But like I said, I'm switching more to Pathfinder 2e, and in the future I might run any game I run. I might make it a Pathfinder game. I might start writing True Realms into Pathfinder, just for me, because I kind of would like to see how True Realms works with Pathfinder stuff.
Yeah, I was just gonna tell you I want to talk to you. I mean, I'll just send you a message, but I'm gonna have to talk to you on the side because I have something for that. But we need to get moving now, so I posted. Well, we're not behind. We usually talk. We're 10 minutes over how long I'd like us for talk for in the beginning, but that's fine. Let me switch the scene over and let us get that music going, and I'll do the thing.
Quick question for you: that Eternal Throne. That's the music we're using for tonight, right?
If that's the link I just posted, yeah.
Yeah, that one you posted like a little bit ago. Okay, just making sure. I'm sure I was one last session stuff.
Okay. The last thing that you guys did was get supplied up and take off on your dread drakes. You guys have been, for the sake of ease, you guys have been flying for several hours now before you have a nicer landing than when you went into the Nameless City, back on that hill that you had been originally picked up from. The rider
Elijah
that's...
stopped screaming.
What?
Said Elijah stopped screaming.
Oh, I thought you said something about stop streaming. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
No. Sorry.
Anyway, Yorman,
Yes.
the rider that can talk to you walks up to you and just simply says, "Need rest for the night."
I understand. We'll get our sleep.
We'll help start a fire and everything. We're not going to leave you high and dry.
I understand. Do you need anything from us, or will you be taking us any farther? Is this all for that?
No, we're going to... There's a mysterious ruins that is pretty far into their territory that they seem to ignore for some reason, so we're going to drop you in there. I mean, feel free to explore them, of course, but, you know, you've got, honestly, as much time as you need. I mean, I'm not trying to speak ill of the father, but, you know, he's very dramatic about timing. He doesn't actually care. Just take what time you need.
Alrighty, thank you. We will.
He just kind of gives you a nod and, you know, starts going back to feeding and securing his drake.
Oliver.
No, my Cactus Oliver is not in the scene, but good try.
No, I'm talking to my mom's dog. I'm babysitting, and he's being questionable right now. Tell me, I'm sorry.
Chaos.
It's just not right, I tell you.
Or rather, Omen.
Yes.
Since you guys have landed, and especially since you were riding together, you know what? Roll me a general insight.
Alrighty dighty.
Well, that'll be easy to beat, hopefully.
Insights plus that. Alrighty, Obsidians give me some good. So 17 plus 5. 22.
Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt to do the math on my end because it was pretty low. It's a very easy insight check, especially since you're you're getting a sense that it's not being well hidden for whatever reason, but Thessia seems to keep kind of like a weird 5-foot distance from you, but every time you take a step in a direction, she's taking a step in that direction. Like, she is not leaving your side, while trying to almost simultaneously make it look like it's coincidental.
Is this also tied into keeping her distance away from the Dread Drake riders?
You never see her try to interact with them, and she not... I mean, it's easy to tell, especially since now you've gone and gotten some real world experience, but you know the difference when somebody's trying to avoid somebody because they don't like them, or they're trying to avoid them because they've got nothing to say to them, and that's kind of what she does with the Dread Riders, is she clearly isn't bothered to try it.
With this in mind, Omen will do his best to make it keep it we'll keep it to himself that he's like caught on to what she's trying to do, but he'll still do his best to make sure that he can at least keep her in the corner of his eye in case she seems to be like needing help with anything. Like if she seems to bleh, my tongue just twisted in on itself just now. If she seems to be in any sort of situation that she needs help with, he'll be more than willing to walk up and ask her if she needs help. But if she's just trying to but if she's just not doing anything and just trying to more or less try and pull a Hinata with Naruto with Omen right now, he'll do his best to, if need be, strike up some like small talk with her if she seems like too on edge or too testy being around the others.
She does. I mean, every time you try to talk to her, she's willing to talk to you, kind of a thing.
Sorry, what was that? You kind of cut on my end.
That's fine. Every time you try to talk to her, she is more than fine talking to you.
Ah, okay.
Whatever.
Yeah, the moment you started to say talking, it was like it just instant cut and just said the last bit of it.
Hold on, I'm trying to change the music because it is getting far too. I like fantasy
Somber.
meditation, but it gets way too excessive. Like it gets way too how do I want to say it? Like epic for no reason right in the middle of their songs.
Ah, I get you.
Here we go. But yeah, every time you talk to her, she's, more than happy to talk to you.
So, Thessia,
Oh,
if you
yes.
don't mind me asking,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
do you have any particularly fond memories from your village before it was gone? If nothing else, I'd like to help try and carry some of those memories as well, so that some of the people that were lost don't disappear completely.
It wasn't a village that was here. It was always warm. I mean, of course there was rain, and it got cold when it rained, and it was fairly cold at night from time to time, but it's always bright, sunny. And then
It sounds beautiful.
my mom disappeared, and it became a little erratic. I mean, nothing dangerous, but the weather and things like that just kept taking drastic swings.
I see. Would it be, like, how erratic would it be? Would the rainstorms be torrential? Like, you could swim through it almost? Like he almost does like pantomime motion of like doing a stroke.
It could last for days.
Blink. Oh dear. Were there any people who lost their lives in these unfortunate events?
I'm sure they did. But I had to go looking for her, so I don't know what's going on at home. I don't even know how to get back.
if like he almost stops himself from saying it. If there winds up not being a home for you to go back to, I'd be more than willing to open my door for you, at least till you find a way to get back on your feet.
That'd be fine. Though I shouldn't accept it. You've already done way more than you should have for me.
Please. And I was even when it comes down to helping people, it's something I was taught from an early point that you have to look out for those who can't look out for themselves until they're able to do so. And some people just need more time than others. And frankly, if need be, I'd be more than willing to help support, to help you as long as you need, at least.
Where do you live, anyway?
We live in the city-state of Worm in the land of Dragonov.
Oh, I was there for a time. I even have my investigator's license there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I actually had a dojo opened up recently in the city. It's the Three Virtues Dojo.
Well, I wouldn't have any idea what's gone on in the last 3 months.
Yeah, the licensing only got in around the 8th or so month in the year or so I've been living in the city. And the naming didn't really come through until the 10th month, so it was a little bit of a hassle trying to just say it was the dojo.
Well, sure.
Though it also wound up being a plus that I wound up having the dojo double as a way of healing as well. I've found, it's a little side thing that wound up coming into play when one of my coworkers who had suffered some serious injury was trying to get some feeling back in his body. Of course, I'm not trained.
She doesn't really, like, respond to that. She just kind of, like, nods.
Like, he just stops and nervously coughs, realizing he just started rambling. Sorry, my apologies. Here I am asking you about your home, and here I am rambling about mine.
That's nice. No, my home is probably gone to me. At least until I can find my mom.
And that I'll be more than willing to help you see through.
Last I heard, she was exploring what, I guess, the Prime Plane, or whatever it's known as the Forbidden Lands. Something.
Where would I know where the Forbidden Lands are, or?
Well, you spent a lot of time fighting Wendigos there, so I would hope so.
He takes a sec just to take a breath. Yeah. About that place. It's not exactly a hospitable area.
My mother isn't exactly normal.
From what the others told me during your little arena fight, you were quite the powerhouse yourself, I was told.
All I did was keep them up.
Well, if your mother is if your level is anywhere near a quarter of your mother's, I'm certain she is just fine.
Well, she holds the weather together. In charge of an entire season.
Blink. I'm sorry, wait, what?
My mother, she's the definitive queen of summer.
Oh, well. So I'm talking to a princess then. My apologies, madam. As he sort of gives a half saucy smirk at that, like a half silly smirk at that.
It's not quite like that. We don't really do that. At least not in the summer court.
At the very least, I do feel at least a little ashamed for not giving at least a little bit more respect than that.
I mean, you saved my life, so... Well, yeah, she went to the Forbidden Lands and... I don't know where... Looking for some temple, I think. It had something there for her.
I'm not sure about a temple, or my memory is just a little foggy from back then. We did fight quite a lot of creatures in that area that were called Wendigos. Nasty. Ugh. And rather tough as well. Though, if anything, I'm certain your mother is more than capable of handling them if me and my associates were able to when we were less experienced than we are now. If anything, I'm pretty sure she's probably taking her time looking for what she needs.
Hey, Chaos.
Yes?
After she's told you everything, I want you to roll just a general straight-up intelligence check for me.
Oh, yay! That's a 22.
You take a moment to pause as Thessia stayed quiet after you finished your last bit there. And you're like, Forbidden Lands? Check. Temple? Question mark. Wendigo? Strange woman? And then it kind of hits you. You remember back when you fought the extremely powerful Wendigo, who seemed to have a lot more power than the average, that when you went into what looked to be a temple, you saw a picture of a woman stuck in a tree. And coincidentally, that temple had a tree growing out of it.
Oh, like, as that happens, Omen's eyes just shrink.
Yeah, you found her mother about 2 years ago. And you guys did not set the tree on fire, therefore did not free her.
Whoopsies.
To be fair, no.
I blame Thunder.
Wasn't even there.
I blame you guys not taking the one time I had literally had writing on a wall telling you to burn something down, and despite every time you guys saying, I need to burn something down to solve this puzzle, which wasn't a puzzle, it was an investigation, and then you didn't do it.
We were trying to be better players and not be murder hobos. I'm sorry.
So the one time we decided not to be destructive is the one time we needed to, while every other time... Okay.
I had set that up because you guys... That's my peel back of the curtain. I had set it up for you guys because you would not stop talking about burning every building that you entered to the floor. So I'm like, I'll let them burn something bigger than a building, it'll be fun, and they'll get a unique reward out of this, and you fucked it.
Well, because you wanted us to do it, so we didn't want to do it. If you want us to do it, we don't
Okay.
want to do it.
Okay. At that point, no, we're just splitting hairs at this point.
That's the
Once
deal.
we're done killing Winter or whatever, we'll make a side trip and we'll go
Who's to
burn this
say she's
tree
not
2
gone or
years
not?
late.
Look,
Who's to
we'll
say
go
she's? Okay, I'm just gonna say this. Who's to say she's not already dead?
Look, we'll just set the whole forest on fire. We'll call it good, okay?
If you guys would like
Oh my
to, if you guys would like to go freer after this,
Yes.
I am happy to. I'll let you go talk to the
Yes.
group about it. I'm happy to extend the game a little bit more.
Yeah, at that point, yes. Okay, now in game.
Nah, let it die.
Go,
Fuck you, Flame. Fuck you, Flame, and your Death Guard loving ass.
go
Oh,
talk to
shall
your,
die!
go talk to your friends, Chaos.
Well, I have a question though. Me and Flame have been shit posting in chat, but like we're watching this all happen. Could we have heard that and put those pieces together too?
Are you okay
No, I
with
think
that,
you're
Chaos?
you're
Leave it.
Say that again, Mary.
I'm going to leave it up to Chaos.
I would say that we were far enough away that you couldn't hear it, but you could clearly see the different reactions play across our faces. And as the last bit that what clearly Theseus said to him clicked, you saw Omen's eyes shrink, and Elijah, you noticed this more clearly. A clear sign that Omen's just clicked in a lot of pieces, and he is very much pissed off at himself because of it.
Uh-oh, he hates
Tentacle-
himself again.
Ooh, you know what? I'll take that 10 gold
bet-
deal after all. I'll take that.
No,
10
no, no,
gold
no,
deal
no.
after
It's not 10 gold now. It's 20.
Boys. I may not
Yes.
technically be your boss anymore, but I'm still the officiator of all bets here because I'm the only business owner here. So, both of you were technically right and wrong. No deal.
Oh, come on, creepy Johnny. Come on.
I have to keep it
He's
even.
a king, though, Mr. Creepy Johnny. He's a king.
Well, do you want
Gotta
me to
officiate the deal.
do you want me to default it to him winning because he's the king, idiot?
No, fine. Could we make a deal with you? That'd be fun.
You want to make a deal with me?
Well, yes, this little bet. Can we do that through you, or do you not want to do that?
Hey, Elijah.
Yeah.
You want to tell him what happened when you guys made a deal with me?
Yeah, you might not want to do that, Yorman.
Very well.
It doesn't work out well for us.
It worked out great for me. He's a great boss. You guys complain too much, says Richie from... he's like petting one of the legs of the dread trains.
I seem to recall not too long ago you were whining and complaining about being on this trip.
Yeah, you...
Now you're all happy about it.
Yeah, well, you screwed me. I didn't screw you.
You screwed Richie. How could you? He's a good man.
He told me I had to come. I don't even have any real discernible skills beyond cooking.
Well, Richie, if we get in a fight, stay next to me. I'll keep you from going down.
I can...
Or pick you
Well-
back up if you do.
This is how you learn more skills, Richie. I mean,
Anyway,
look at you. You're already better.
Look, Omen's staring at you. You should probably go talk to him.
Oh yeah, right.
like at this, Omen just like gets up and after a quick whispered apology to Thesia, will walk over to everyone. His face very much having an urgent expression.
She looks...
The moment he gets up to you,
what-
Elijah, he just like
What
the
did
moment
you-
Omen gets up to you, Elijah, he just grabs you by the front of your armor and just pulls you in close. Do you remember that tree we found back at that temple, Elijah?
Elijah, you've had your
yeah.
fair share of problems. Why don't you roll me a history?
I have had my fair share of trouble through this entire.
Actually, it would be with advantage because you married the person you dug out of that jungle, so I'll give it to you for
Was I
Okay,
in that
12.
not Yorman, but
Not
Arcane
Yorman.
Braids, who's dead.
Right. Okay, it was Arcane Braids.
I got a 12 then.
Yeah, no, you remember.
Yeah, big kind of weird tree. Yeah.
Well, Elijah, I hate to break it to you, but there's a person in that tree, and that person looks like makes a point of his eyes darting back behind him, is her mother, the Queen of Summer.
Huh. Well, how are we supposed to know that?
Oh,
Indeed.
really? You guys had
So-
you guys met you guys got to meet King Winter's sister? Says Lamon Soft.
Twitch.
I mean, I guess so. She was apparently stuck in a tree, and we didn't know. Had we known, we would have like tried to help her free. Obviously.
Well, Elijah, we're gonna have to take a detour once all this is said and done, because I am not gonna let that shit fly, especially since I've realized how big of a thing this is.
I'm gonna like gently remove Omen's hands from my clothes. Okay, no need to get upset. But like,
Apologies, it just all clicked at once and clicked hard, so...
Hey, look, I know you get down on me for being too easygoing, Omen, but it's not like it was literally written on a wall or something. You couldn't have known.
but like, why the sudden urge though, Omen? Like, obviously we're gonna help, but like,
Well,
thinking about the gold in my coin purse. Why the sudden urge? I mean, we're obviously gonna help, you know, because we're good people. I think.
Speak for yourself.
But like,
To set the scene a little
Shut up.
bit, now Creepy Johnny is
Shut
now
up.
in the
Shut up, you
peripheral of Omen and Elijah, kind of like a referee in a fight. He's like waiting to call it as it lands.
I'm just there just talking with Reggie like, okay, you think someone's gonna throw a hand? I hope someone throws a fist.
yes.
so like, go ahead.
Well, you could say I am you could say I'm more than a little invested in helping out our friend there. And obviously,
how invested are we talking though? Like, Omen.
He'll lean a little closer to Elijah and just say this a little quieter to you. Considering she tries throughout the whole time we've been at camp, she's tried and failed to be sneaky about keeping a minimum distance from me, to essentially keep me as like a security. I like to think she's more than a little attached to me as well, so call it mutual connection, as it were.
What would you call that connection? Says Creepy Johnny. If you had to classify it under friends, liking, crush, or other, where would you, or gonna get married by the time we leave this hell pit, on that scale?
Love Creepy Johnny.
Liking with maybe potential to be more. But
Of course, Omen, of course we're gonna help. We have to deal with Winter first, and then we'll go take care of this. You know, yes, we will obviously go and help your new lady friend get her mom. And I'm gonna like take a few steps back from Omen. I'm gonna turn around, look Yorman right in the face. You're gonna owe me fucking gold.
Before you can turn
Creepy
around,
Johnny said it wasn't fair.
that's a separate bet. You made that an in-character thing. You had
Huh?
basically said it was a secondary thing, but before you can even turn around to speak to Yorman, Omen, and Elijah,
Yeah.
in a sense that you can't help but flinch, because you've only seen this a handful of times and it's almost never good when Creepy Johnny does it. This is a sumo match. He throws his hand down in between both of you very quickly and goes, "That's it, we're calling it, Elijah wins."
Yeah.
Oh shit. But I have a feeling I just lost something.
Pay him now. Yorman, you wanted to double or nothing.
Fine,
on this
here's your 7 gold.
20.
We didn't agree on the 20. You wouldn't let it go, remember?
Yeah, but you doubled it, so it's actually 14. Otherwise, I can have Lamonsoft break your arms.
Who?
He points at the Raven guard.
I look at the Raven Guard. You know, I think I could probably take him, honestly. But, deal's a deal. I meticulously start counting out the gold. 1, 2,
After
there you go, you mad.
after a short celebratory dance, I'm just gonna hold my hand out.
He'll walk up, just put it in your hand, like, don't say I never keep my deals.
And just like that, you technically paid your taxes, dumbass. And Creepy Johnny walks away.
Like before Creepy Johnny walks away, I'll give him a high five.
He doesn't give you the high five, but he sees that your hand is going for it as he turns around, so he puts his hand behind him, kind of in a down low situation.
I'll hit that down low.
I just stare at Elijah for a second. Fuck, he's right. I basically did just pay my taxes.
Congratulations, you're now officially a citizen of the city-state of Worm.
I'm gonna get her killed now. I'm not doing this.
Well, that would be the dishonorable thing to do.
When have I ever been honorable? So wait, let me ask you this.
You just paid me on a bet. That's pretty honorable.
Honoring a deal, at least.
Money's money. Anyway, fine. Omen, don't die. If you do, I'm gonna laugh. I'm not bringing you back.
I'm pretty sure I can't die normally anyway, so... At least now. With the whole, flashes the fangs. Actually, not even has the fangs, he just like... What do you have to... No, actually. He wouldn't. No thirst, no need for... Just like pain points, there's like more paler complexion.
But you'd still have the fangs.
You can still die. You can still die. Lose enough of your non-existing blood, you go down.
Honestly, I feel like my ki is supplementing my blood at this point.
Lose enough of your ki and you'll go down, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, Yorman, how about this? If you help me and help him save her mom, I will use my new political power to get your citizenship brimstone dissolved. That way you don't owe the dragon taxes.
Give 2 shits. I don't owe you taxes.
I'm
never gonna pay the dragon.
On the other side of the camp, Lilith.
Yeah.
You're having a conversation with one of the riders, and it just basically concludes with him going, and that's when I said, you should have thought about that before your husband mouthed off, lady.
Lilith laughs at that.
Anyway, that's how
like,
I had
yes.
this. That's how we ended up bringing back some more orc kids.
A classic way to do it. You did a good job.
Hey, they've been saved. That's all that matters.
Exactly. And at least they see that afterwards.
Well, yeah, you can't be out here. This place sucks. Look at this dirt.
I know. It's dirty. It's not clean.
Dirt's dirty.
And then at that point, Lamonsoft, the Raven Guard guy, well, you don't know that he's Raven Guard. You've never seen this before, but the guy in the armor walks up to you and just kind of... So, what do you do?
What do you do?
I was the guard, one of the elite guards for the Fey King of Winter. That he sealed me in a hole.
Would Lilith know any of that?
No, you don't have
Fays?
seasons down here. You have no idea what a Fey is, what a Fey King or Queen is. This doesn't mean anything to you. You don't know what winter is.
Yeah, this sounds pretty fake. But your story. If you want to feel special, you can say that.
Your guy is... Yeah, well, your guy is darkness and stars held together, so that sounds fake too.
Did you not see it though?
Yeah, I saw the other thing too, but now you're not questioning my perception of reality if I saw that guy?
Because I never seen a fae or this king or whatever.
You will.
Doubtful.
After that, you guys wind down for
Great.
the... Huh?
Well, I was gonna make fun of the Raven, whatever. She was gonna make fun of his name for that too. She was just gonna bully him.
You guys finish your conversations and start heading off to bed. After what you hope to be your needed amount of time to sleep, you wake up to both Creepy Johnny and Lamonsoff being awake and Richie, because they don't seem to sleep for whatever reason. But
Richie, why don't you sleep?
I do. I sit down for 4 hours and I'm good. That's why I didn't understand why you got on Creepy Johnny's ass about me working such long hours. I was making money. You dicked me out of money too.
Ooh.
You're gonna get lots of stuff down here, Richie. Experience, gold, probably a few scars.
You mean like this? And he throws down his backpack and he pulls out a giant geode?
Yeah. Who knows what that thing's worth?
Yeah.
Wait, did he steal my geode?
No, he found another one.
Okay, I'm about to say, Richie, if you stole from me, hold on.
No,
Are
Richie
they allowed
keeps
keep
to
the
himself.
geode?
Yeah, you.
I like
He's
Richie.
all
I'm not talking about
he's all antisocial.
Richie's is oval. Yours is more of a sphere.
it. Okay. Do I see this?
Yeah.
Yo, Richie, you got one too. I'm gonna hold mine up. Like, what do you think?
Ooh, that one's kind of nice. I like the shape of mine, but your color is better.
I bet you this is worth a good chunk. We should sell them when we get back up top.
Unless I find something better, I'm gonna have to give this to Vicky. She's not happy.
What happened?
Oh,
We
great.
just-
Here he goes.
We just bought a house, got married, a week before Elijah, and then now I'm down here, so I have not been taking care of the house.
Wait.
Hell, technically, I'm not
Wait.
even making any money for the house.
Wait. Elijah, you took a man recently married, a week, and you took him away from his wife. And you call
Ermagon.
me evil. No, you
I
call
mean-
me evil, and you take a freshly married man from his wife?
Oh, settle
That's just-
down.
A tyrant is what you are.
Yeah, his house is paid for, says Creepy Johnny.
Yeah, Yorman also needs you
Besides
to
the point.
Yorman, I need you to understand something. You see that guy right there, and then I'll point over at the Raven card.
Lamonsoft, come on, man.
Lemon
Lemon Soft Vega.
He literally dug up through the floor at my wedding.
Yeah.
You're the
I didn't-
king.
I didn't even
You're
get to
the king.
finish my wedding.
You're the king. You could have literally said, hey, send these people to do it. I'll stay home. You could have went and hired the greatest adventurers in the land and said, here's 1,000 gold each. Go do it. But you decided to come. You're the king. You told this gentleman to come.
I invited him to come. I didn't tell him to do anything.
I didn't know the difference at the
told him.
time. You're the king.
See?
Look,
Pull poor
just
Richie away
be-
from his wife.
Just because I'm the king now doesn't mean you have to do everything I say.
Oh,
It's like you forgot what
Oh
my
my.
father said to you.
quit your whining, says Creepy Johnny. Your house is paid for. My business is still open. Your wife has got a job. My wife is watching yours. and I've hired a bunch of creepy people from the Arizona. Actually, I hired Creepin' Cretin to sit in your house.
Who are these people?
Arizona's top guys.
Who's Arizona?
Arizona's his own top guy.
Okay.
He's some weird guy with 4 arms instead of 2, and
We believe
ew.
he's some type of construct person, or something.
Like from
Hence-
Sadar?
At the very least, we believe his soul is artificially transplanted into the construct.
And next thing you're gonna tell me is you guys made friends with a vampire while I was away.
Dampier, technically.
And Stella, so
I
you
was
guys-
making a joke!
You guys were friends with a vampire, actually, well before you met Yorman,
Oh.
because you were friends with
Oh, yeah.
Stella.
And there's also Stella, too. You never met her, did you?
we've been friends with several vampires along the
I
way.
met one once, I think.
Hell, you guys finished
I think I
high
met her
school
once.
with a vampire.
Yorman fucked too. I'm like, yeah, he was just being a dick of a joke, and you just like, no, we made friends with a dampier.
Lilith,
I mean, anybody else?
Yeah.
Lilith, you hear the phrase, "Let's go move your asses." The rest of you hear that terrifying, hauntingly beautiful sound coming from one of the riders.
What the fuck did you
Oh,
say? In Draconic?
What the hell?
The
We
guy
need to
that
get going.
the guy that you can kind of recognize as the one that has been talking to goes, "He said move your ass, let's go, we gotta go."
Ah, fair enough. Let's go, Mr. Tyrant. We have to go.
Wow.
Tyrant.
And have fun with that being your new title, Elijah.
Omen,
Yes.
as you're mounting up, perception check.
Perception. Okay, that's a dirty 20.
Okay. Let's see what that would be on my end. Oh, hell, you didn't have a snowball's chance in... Whoopsies. I should have just let you not see that one. Out of the corner of your eye, you swear you saw some sort of animal jump onto the back of the Drake where Thessia usually sits. It kind of freaks you out, so
What the?
while taking off, you turn around and you just see Thessia. So you're like, I don't know what the hell that was.
Like with his head whipped around, he like takes him out to like rub his eyes. Like, what the hell did I just? I've probably seen things from the early mornings.
Dormouse, March Hare, so many options.
Wendigo babies.
I gotta see what that score even would have been now, I'm curious.
Could be worse. Could be a Washuge.
I was generous giving you that, that's all I'll say. That was a 33 on the still.
Oh my, yeah.
Yeah, about to say, you just...
Huh?
It was more dismissive than anything else, but whatever.
Just a flat
Like the-
huh moment.
Like the peripheral jumper from SCP. You just barely saw a flicker of it.
All you know is that Flicker was too small to be human.
Mentally files and puts that in the back of it and files that in the back of his head for later. Just as one of the many strange incidences that has happened while being underground so far.
You guys do this.
Until proven otherwise.
You guys do this horrific thing where you go straight up in the air, completely, vertical up in the air, and then all of a sudden, like a roller coaster that's failed, the drakes just fold in their wings and you start to plummet fast. And they have straightened themselves out to be almost arrow-like at this point. So you're hitting speeds you've never thought possible at this point. And then when you are about 30 feet from the ground, they just throw their wings out, and you start to glide faster than you've ever glided before.
Elijah is screaming the entire time. Ah!
They can't do
Omen
this.
is in the
Holy shit.
Omen's at the point where he's like, he's the guy in the roller coaster who's like visibly trying to hold on lest he fears he gets thrown out. Like, I got to hold on or else I'm going to get thrown away! Like, he is the very much body thrown back, head hanging back, the very much, holy shit! Wind whipping through his hair.
For the purpose of the meme, I'll say, y'all never know Elijah's voice could go that high.
Speaking of which, Elijah,
Yes.
as if things could not get worse for you, you just hear in your head, ugh, shut up, Bearman. I am trying to make sure you are alive, but you're irritating the shit out of me.
Oh, great! Now somebody's talking in my head.
Shut up!
It is not somebody. You know who I am. Anyway, I know you're alive. I report to your wife now, and you just hear like an audible disconnecting sound.
Wink, 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 wink. Like a landline hang up.
I'm sorry, the number you dialed is not available. Please try again.
Just
Insert
getting
one
that-
quarter to continue your conversation.
Just getting that AOL sound. Just what?
Oh, fuck. I forgot about that.
Because of how slow you guys had gotten to the hill, you were not expecting to travel the rest of the distance so fast. You guys start to see what almost looks vaguely similar to the desert of Ashfall, the country that has the city formerly known as Sidar in it. But this place looks worse. It is like a sand mixed with clay and decaying plants. The area smells bad and looks bad. This place is run down.
Rot.
It is, rot for as long as you can see. If you've ever been near an abandoned house and you can smell the wood rotting, that's what you're, like wood and old furniture rotting, that's what you're smelling.
Especially when it's been when it's down near like a bog or something and it's just catching that stale bog air.
Or the basement is flooded now and it's still water.
Oh, don't remind me of that.
Dude, I live near numerous bogs, so I can smell it.
Yeah, that's what you're dealing with. This place looks horrendous.
Like, Omen takes a point of like taking out a few cloths from his pack, like using a quick application of key just to like wet the rag and ties it over his mouth and does the same and offer it to Thessia.
She
I'm pretty
does not take it, dude. She is buried deep in her arms right now, trying to pretend this is not happening.
This what?
Yeah, you cut out.
She does not accept it, man. She is trying her best to bury her head in her arms and pretend this isn't real.
Ah.
Eventually, you start to see a city structure. And as you're getting to, like, the outer walls of this structure, the Drakes land. And both Lilith and Yorman, you just hear, alright, that's where you're off. You gotta go quick.
Alright, thank you. Take care. And he's gonna jump off.
Oh, wait, is this? Oh, so we're getting off? All right.
Fast, get off fast.
I'll stumble off. I'm
Owen
gonna,
will gingerly help Thessia down.
I'm gonna roll for style points here. Let me see what I got.
I want to roll for style points.
You don't need to. You already got off.
I'm not even trying to be stylish. Just give me the.
Richie kind of does this bizarre thing where he stands up on the back of the Drake and kind of like kicks one of his legs so fast and hard that he kind of almost looks like he's doing a step-off backflip off of this Drake.
Does he land it?
Oh
Does
yeah,
he land it?
he lands it
He
like
stuck the landing.
he sticks the landing so much so it almost like he didn't do it at all. That's like he had just walked, like he was walking off the. Yeah, he did it like he was walking off the last step on a a flight of stairs.
Yorman's just clapping like impressive, like just that respect clap, you know.
We're gonna breed so
You
many
sure
of
you don't want
these.
to join us, Ricky?
It's Richie, so no,
Richie.
can't even be bothered.
Not even the wife?
Your cult can't even be bothered to get my name right.
Yeah, can't deny that.
I'm gonna breed the hell out of these things when I get to the surface.
Did you? No, mind, sorry.
You guys, the Drakes take off and kick up a minimal but still invasive rather, nasty plume of this awful dirt. And the thing that really strikes you is the silence is haunting.
Okay, that's weird.
It is so desolate here that you didn't. It was like the Drakes had a silent spell on them when they took off. That is how dense and dead everything is.
Ugh.
Like the ground through all the decay, the ground found a way to absorb the sound.
I don't know about you lot, but is there a way to get over this? Maybe.
I need you guys to make me a perception check.
All of us? Okay.
Well, I said you guys.
20 Wayne?
Oh, thank God.
11.
Okay.
It's almost a nat one, but it flipped 21.
All right.
And naturally, roll 20 is screwing me.
What did you get?
Nothing.
I don't know yet. It's still
Oh.
still rolling.
I was so scared you were gonna say nat one. I was like, no.
It's thinking about it. 18.
Easy enough. You guys kind of turn around to look at the city, just kind of getting a bearing on your surroundings, and you see a piece of paper that is flapping off of kind of like a signpost. It's 2 logs that have a board nailed to it, essentially. But the writing has been faded.
Huh. I can see why you and your people don't come this way, Lilith. This is, awful.
It's atrocious. This is why we save people.
Yeah, I'm starting to understand this whole purification of the Underdark thing, says Lamentsoft.
Lilith nods very heartedly and says, yeah, it's needed. It's very much needed.
Okay, well, the faster we do this thing, the quicker we can get away from this funk.
If you guys give me 10 minutes, I can summon a creature to get us over this.
Are you taking a look at the piece of paper?
Omen's
I'm
going
yeah.
to.
I heard
Okay.
Chaos go first. Chaos.
Fine, I'm gonna summon my creature.
You remember
Yes.
that banner that you had in your pocket?
Yes.
You
Omen's going to take it out of his pack and hold it up to see if the iconography matches. Yeah, that's a hard word to say for a second.
you aren't able to see any iconography, but once you do touch it, your vision goes black for a moment. Everybody else watches Omen hit the floor, Family Guy style, just plants.
Oh no,
Oh,
your friend
great.
just fell.
You are just seeing what looks to be kind of like this town, but functional. And you're standing on a very tall place in the sea of what appears to be the entirety of the citizenship of this town. And they're all screaming, "Help us, save us." And once that gets so deafening that you can't take it, you end up taking 4 psychic damage and you wake up.
Are you okay there, Omen?
It's people. I saw them for a moment. I saw this place before it turned to this. Every last one of them was begging to be helped, begging to be saved. It was deafening. I couldn't tell when one person stopped and another began.
Do you take a look at the paper?
He'll look up at the paper again.
Once you take it down and open it, this is what you see. And I would prefer if you read this aloud. There's going to be a lot of reading for people that pick up papers, I'll just say that.
Apologies. Need a sip of water. Good thing I came prepared. You found this accursed town. That's a shame. I had hoped this hell pit would stay buried forever. Something bad has happened, and you will soon notice that. I am leaving these notes wherever I may rest, so you can hopefully piece together what has happened and maybe even save whoever remains. Please, save us. I'm heading back to the west, avoiding the center of town where this evil started. You should be able to find the next entry there, if I survived. Ozero Shore, 1000 AC.
1000 AC. What year are we in, Mayor?
History?
You are in 1501 AC. This happened 500 years ago. And you all know AC to stand for after catastrophe.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, I was thinking after Cataclysm.
No, Cataclysm's True Realms.
True.
That's I like that. I like that though. That's nice.
And since we have that to start out with, let me get the intermission up. Put us on a brief pause. And I want to play a quick game with you guys for a bonus, a fun bonus, if you will, if everybody wants a fun bonus. The rules of the
You're evil.
The rules of the game are simple. I'm going to go down this list, and I'm going to ask you a question. You cannot look it up, and I'm not going to give you any hints. You get one guess as to what the word Ozero means. And we will start at the top of the list with Chaos.
Shit. Can I buy a hint?
No. You get one guess. And I'll explain why I'm not giving a hint, because it'll make it more fun for both Thunder and Trucker for sure, and Flame will get a kick out of it. So
I think I know what it is.
Fuck. I don't.
just any guess.
Ah.
I mean, if you don't know it, pass it to me, Chaos. I think I know it.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I hate to be that one asshole, but I don't know.
Flame.
I think I know it. I don't know what language it is. I've heard that before. It's like it's a body of water, or like a river or a lake or something, right?
I don't know. What is your guess?
Like a river or a lake. Can I say that, or do I have to be more specific?
You have to be specific.
Okay. I'm gonna flip a coin on this one because I don't know. Okay. Tails. I'm gonna go with a lake. Is it a lake?
It is. It is Lakeshore. This is a pun.
Son of a. Okay. Okay.
Wow.
I'm looking at the
Okay.
map. I'm looking at the map now. Okay.
This is Russian for lake, or Ozera.
Yeah, I'm
Ezra.
just gonna get. I had to keep myself from giggling because as soon as he said it, it's like
I knew it meant a body of water, but I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad I flipped the coin because I was gonna say river. I was gonna say it's a river because like I was looking at the rivers on the map. I'm like, there's gotta be something connected to that. I'm gonna say river, but I was like, it could be a lake. It could be a lake. It's Mayor. He likes to fuck with you sometimes. Let's flip for it.
But yeah, you guys know I don't like
Oh.
or do puns, and now I've made one for you.
That's a
Thank
fun-
you,
good job.
Mayor. We love you.
And for that, for getting it right, go ahead and pick any one stat. I don't care what you have in that stat that you choose. It is not my business. You can increase it by 1.
So
Just Flame, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Wait.
he's the one who got it.
Are you
Just
talking about my
Flame.
specifically stats or skills?
Stat.
Because
Stats.
they're two different things.
I said stat.
Can I go above? Can I go above 20?
I did tell you I don't care what it is.
I'm just clarifying. I'm just clarifying on this.
I did also
Oh,
tell you guys that I am allowing stats to go over 20.
I know. I just want to
But
clarify.
I get it.
Let me go to the bathroom. You guys keep everybody entertained. And when I return, we'll talk for a few more minutes and I'll get this puzzle going for you.
Chat, what should I get? Chat, like what should I get? I don't even know what to take. I'm well
If you-
rounded. I don't know what to
Bro,
take.
if you're a paladin, what are your what are your spells looking for damage? Do you have any good shit for spells aside from smites, or
Actually, yes. I built myself to be I summoned my pet, which is now I use the stats of a Periton, which if you guys will let me, give me the 10 minutes to summon Sandy. If we get into a combat, Sandy will be extremely useful for flying any of us around, like flying Trucker around so we can shoot, or just getting in there and fighting.
bro? I'm
Because
getting
Periton-
Slenderman
Periton-
vibes just from just from the page shit. So I'm already on high alert. I
Yeah,
think
like I'm
we're
saying,
going to be dealing with
don't
something
have to.
lurking after us.
I know that's why we don't have to, but I would appreciate it if we could summon. If you give me the 10 minutes to summon Sandy, I'd say like throw Trucker or myself on it, because I have the divine thing that lets me check within a certain amount of radius, or throw Trucker on Sandy because Sandy can fly now and Trucker's got his
Mobile sniper.
survival. Yeah, mobile sniper. It's like those are my thoughts on it.
We can essentially have like Quiet from Metal Gear Solid 5.
Whoa, you sound like you're talking to a tin can there, man.
Sorry, my face is in my pipe. Okay.
I don't
We can have
know.
him be we can have him operate like Quiet from Metal Gear Solid 5. Whee!
All right, I am back. That is something I have kept from a lot of people. I have not told anybody this, but I have spent the better half of 6 months starting to learn Russian, and you want to know a fun fact about that?
Why?
Because I wanted to.
I remember you talking about it, but I never thought about it.
Yeah, but
He
you
wants
want
to be able to watch all the action movies of the 80s so he can see what the bad guys are actually saying.
I don't need to do that for that. 90% of the time, actors from any language are talking in a movie that is not their language, native language. If they're in an English movie, 9 times out of 10 they're making sex jokes, insulting you, or inserting bizarre propaganda talking points from their own belief system, and we just dub whatever we want over it. They don't check to see what they're actually saying. It's very rare that they get caught. That's what would happen all the time in those old cowboy movies when they had Native Americans talking. They would just sit there and say the most foul things to everybody.
Sounds like sense.
But here's a fun fact about my Russian lessons here. You know how a lot of people that learn to speak a new language can speak it but not read it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the opposite. I can't form any sentences, and I don't really know how to say the words real good, but I'm starting to get really good at reading it.
You're good at reading the Cyrillic?
Yeah, it's very easy.
Alrighty, man. That's
So what?
nice.
So what does that carrot symbol actually mean?
What carrot symbol? You have to
Like
find it for me.
there's a symbol in Cyrillic that basically just looks like a little carrot. It looks like an A without the crossbar.
BRB, guys.
Oh.
I don't
Uh.
I don't know.
While we wait for
You'd have to
while
find
we
me
wait
an
for
image.
him, I'll find it. I
I'm
finally started
confused.
playing God of War Ragnarok, and I immediately guessed a twist. I've specifically not looked at
Hmm?
any of the plot line stuff for Ragnarok. I've been told I'm not going to like it,
You
and
won't.
I guessed something right away that immediately made everyone who told me that correct.
What'd you guess?
That's not Tyr. There's no fucking way they would do my boy like that.
You figured it out on your first fucking try, bro. Holy
Like
shit,
as soon,
dude.
like
No,
as
dude,
soon as
I
they
had to
break
run.
that door, as soon as they pull that door down and they see Tyr, as soon as he starts cowering like a bitch, I'm like, that's not Tyr. There's no fucking way. No.
All right.
They're not gonna do my boy like that.
No, and that's the best part, dude. I found Tyr later on. Like you find Tyr later on, and it's gonna be fun finding him because there's like optional shit that you got to do to get him.
Well, I
That you got.
mean,
There's more than a few hoops to jump through.
I got the game and I got the Valhalla DC because apparently the Valhalla DC, like fills in a lot of holes, and
Yes,
apparently
it does.
Tyr is a big part of the DLC. So
Yes.
Well, send
my
me
my biggest beef is he has both of his hands.
send me your weird carrot symbols, and then we'll get going.
Okay, trucker. Let me tell you this. God of War takes certain privileges with the Pantheon. This is one of those certain privileges. It's minor, but it's noticeable. Hercules was a nice guy. In God of War, he's an asshole.
Heracles in Greek mythology was not a nice guy, dude. He was an asshole. I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Brother, I'm trying to
Mayor.
make a point here. Just, do you get what I'm trying to say, though? That God of War has taken
Yeah,
certain privileges with the Pantheon to make it make sense.
yeah, I got you.
Mayor.
No, I know where you're going with this. I'm putting an end to it.
Okay, I won't tell you about the severe thunderstorm warning then.
We
Okay.
don't need to know about it until it kills us.
I
Wow.
suppose.
I don't know how you keep getting these alerts before I do, because every time I go to look for them, they're just non-existent.
I've explained it because I work through the Bellin.
Well, yeah,
So
but I
they're,
would
like,
like
up
the
to it.
same stuff. I've been hearing it
Well,
going for a minute.
I'm back.
If
What'd I
this
miss?
and Shano and Marinette, it's getting it too.
One.
oh,
I
that's
guess
for the
that's.
Southern Plains. I'm
I
like,
guess that's an E.
Why are you doing?
Okay.
I'm just like, why are you showing me this? I'm offended. I'm
Ugh.
triggered. What is this?
I don't see what
One,
carrot
two,
thing that you're
three,
talking
four,
about.
five over top row. Looks like looks like a carrot.
Oh, those are R's. Or no, they're D's. Sorry, they're D's.
This
Oh,
is language for
wow.
me.
These nuts. Wow.
These nuts.
No, I
Damn it, Flame! You beat me to it. My brain literally took half a sec to process it fast and slower than you.
I made a.
And
That's just because your brain's rotten.
since you
I-
can
Hey.
answer the question, what's that next to last one that looks like an unknown laying sideways?
Oh my god, it does.
Let me an unknown line. Second to
Oh.
last.
Yeah.
but next to the backwards R.
I believe that one's strange because it's more of a sound than a letter. I haven't seen that one enough yet. That one's still kind of odd. I think
Cause
that's
see, I'm learning Futhark, and it's entirely phonetic. So
what is
Hmm.
Fufar?
it's the runes that the Scandinavians wrote in a long time ago.
Yeah, the goofy sideways unknown character. I'm just getting into it, so I'm figuring that one out. But the the B's the B symbols and the BL symbols are just B sounds or viv. But that was a lot of fun. That's our lesson for today. Let's get into the game, shall we?
It melted
Yes.
my brain.
Anyway,
I'll have to tell Flame later.
Yes, tell me later. I'm sorry. I had to go check on my puppers.
It's
anyway,
alright.
you guys know that the average rest time is 8 hours, so you gotta travel about 8 hours west in this city if you want to discover more. I will tell you, Omen, that you are very compelled to do this.
Right.
Like I asked earlier, would you guys be good with like waiting 10 minutes so I can summon Sandy?
Why
Heard
don't
a
you
puppy.
roll me an intelligence?
My nugget has thoughts tonight and it's driving me crazy.
Intelligence check. That's a 15 altogether, I believe.
You presume this guy who's leaving notes and traveling and was scared for his life is not going to be traveling by mount, so he'd be traveling by foot. And if you summon a mount, you're going to cut the travel time. You're going to cover more distance in 8 hours and would likely miss what's happening.
I mean, I just want to summon it for protection more than anything, because it's now a combat-based creature.
I mean, if you really want to.
I'll leave it up to the party.
I mean, it sounds urgent.
It sounds like we would actually miss out on stuff, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we shouldn't, even though the story boy in me is telling me don't because we'll miss events. The gamer in me is telling me speed run, blitz this we're not here for the lore. I'm sticking with the story boy in me.
I won't summon Sandy then.
The others that you're traveling with are going to wait outside where you guys landed for you, so that they can kind of act as a waypoint and also defend you if somebody comes for whatever reason to attack.
Yeah.
Lit. Alright.
You guys start heading west?
Yep.
Start heading west.
Omen will, like, after he had gotten back up, he will have put the banner back in his pack just to, like, just for safekeeping at this point, because clearly having pulled that out had made him pass out for some reason. He's like, just keep that back in there, because I don't know what the hell to do with this thing. There.
Damn storm's making it dark in here. I gotta turn on my light.
Yeah, they do that now too. There.
You guys start walking for a little bit, and I'd like you to make me a survival check.
Survival.
All of
Alrighty, I'm pretty
us.
sure. Yes, all of us.
Do we ever get used to the smell?
Certainly not.
I'd be disturbed if we did.
Mm,
Oh,
You know,
I have
that's
a
pretty
high-ass
expected
survival.
That's 11.
I have a 28.
15 for me.
21.
Let me check something real quick, just so that I can. Want to see if I ended up downloading.
Well,
them.
it's not all about staying out here long enough to survive. She likes just to get in and out.
Cool.
Yeah.
I did not, so this is the proper map. Okay. I will warn you guys, there is a chance that this stream ends abruptly. I don't know how fun this storm's gonna get. I don't think it's gonna be anything at all other than loud.
Yeah.
There's an off chance. But
If it does, it does. That's just what happens.
anyway, you guys are starting to see footprints heading in the direction that you're going.
Ooh, I heard that.
Yeah, sorry about the noise. There's nothing I'm going to be able to do about this one.
It's natural ambiance.
But yeah, you see...
There's a storm raging underneath.
You see...
Some people pay good money to have these sounds to fall asleep to.
You see those footsteps, though.
Big feet.
Little feet? Are they heavy foot? Are they light?
Humanoid, monstrous.
Shoes? No shoes?
Light and humanoid. I don't know about size, whatever humanoid would be.
Okay, so with that said, we'll just follow the footprints.
Definitely a humanoid of some sort. You said they were or they weren't wearing shoes? Sorry.
Were just not heavy shoes.
Were.
Weird. Were they, would you say that it was like a decent spacing between the walk, like the stride?
So we're not talking dino prints from a fat fuck running for his life.
No.
No.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about a 6-foot person naturally walking and then like a 5'2" person. You know, there's more steps.
I don't...
The gate.
Yeah.
They've got to be at least Omen's height.
Damn,
They're
I'm
not-
like 6'8" or 6.
They're not
Yes.
drag, like there's no drag or anything. They're walking normal.
There's strange pauses and you kind of extra footprints around certain areas where there's walls and stuff. Kind of, you're getting the sense that they were stopping and looking around.
Okay.
But the buildings look, at least where you're at, look kind of like they're gonna fall in on themselves, but they don't look destroyed.
But
As
definitely
there's
if you watch-
as Omen's walking through, the memories of what he saw playing over in his mind. He's just has a sort of sad look on his face as he looks at the dilapidated state of the buildings, momentarily seeing what they were before it flashes away back to what they are now.
Elijah,
Yeah.
remind me, what is your passive perception?
My passive perception is pretty high.
I know, that's why I'm asking.
Trying to get back to it. The app is behaving funkily. 22.
Deliciously.
You can't help but every once in a while look up, and because of your vision, you are able to see that it almost looks like this has genuinely sunk from the surface. But there was some magic in play because you're seeing the indents of buildings, but in the ceiling.
That is definitely weird.
What's weird?
I'll get everybody's attention and I'll point up. You see the outlining there on the ceiling, or whatever we're calling that?
Yeah.
You see the layout of these, buildings and homes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll look back up. It's the same. Sort of. All of this used to be up there.
And this is why we don't go up there.
Have you know up there isn't that bad.
Lilith just looks at this pointedly. I mean, looks pretty bad.
Yeah, it looks bad now because it's down here. Do I notice anything else? Anything like, extra weird about the ceiling?
Not yet.
Any kind of markings that shouldn't really be there?
Nope. You guys get about 7 hours in, and that's when you start to see things that are very haunting. You see an entire city street with people of all races, genders, all of that, just lying down. They're not moving. They're not really breathing, but they don't look dead.
They're vegetables.
Is this like Pompeii laying down?
Yeah, but they're not like encased.
Well, I get that, but they're like are they all laying down, or some are sitting, some are
Frozen in mid-motion.
They're
Yeah.
pretty much frozen in whatever they were doing. Some are lying down, sitting, walking, standing.
This place gets weirder and weirder.
Are they dead?
No, they're not.
You don't know that. Nobody
Not
rolled
yet.
via medicine.
I want to like very gingerly
Gonna
just
try at least.
find one and check on them, see if they're even alive.
Medicine is plus that. Okay. 18.
Is anybody else doing it?
Just try just cause.
Yeah, 13.
A nat 20, my guys.
Damn.
Damn, Thunder.
Close.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got this.
The rest of you
Oh
are
my god.
kind of putting it together that they're not dead, but you're not sure what's wrong with them. But Lilith, you know that
Mhm.
feeling you get when you when you wake up in the middle of the night and you know you were sleeping pretty hard and you kind of almost feel clammy
You're
and
cutting off.
cold?
Yeah, feel clammy and cold.
When you wake up in the middle of the night after sleeping pretty hard?
Yeah.
That's how they feel. These people are asleep.
Oh,
Lilith voices that, and
Omen
sees-
hisses in a sharp breath.
Do you know what this is that causes deep sleep like this?
Omen, do you ever?
Oh shit!
I'm forgetting, Flame. What would it be to... What would you have somebody roll to piece something all together?
Depends what it is. If it's just a general check, it'd be wisdom or intelligence. Is this about his girly friend and what she did and where she came from?
Yep.
Wisdom or intelligence, your choice, DM. I'd say wisdom because of what she is, but intelligence if it's a higher stat for him.
I would go wisdom because of what happened to him. Wisdom.
Then I would say.
Roll it.
23.
You remember your coin?
Yeah, the one I got rid of.
Yeah, you remember...
The one I made sure to get rid of.
Yeah, you remember... You were told that there were more? And that there was a necklace for them? And that when pieced together, it was capable of putting an entire city to sleep?
Wow.
You are walking...
His eyes just go wide.
You are quite literally walking through what could have been the consequences of your actions. Somebody did this here.
Omen slowly but very clearly relays this to everyone.
You almost caused an apocalyptic event in any city that you would have done this in.
My father could have used that.
Nobody should have this much power, so...
And for the first time in the campaign, because there's no other stat that makes sense for this, I need a religion check from you, Omen.
Oh shit.
Good thing I am proficient in that. That is a 26.
Whatever happened here, there must have been something that went wrong because it was not powerful enough to bring about the full being of sleep, but you're guessing that you, after picking up that coin, had come up with the remnants of it, the failed birth of it, and it created what is essentially a child of sleep, and it attached itself to you. You picked up the manifestation of the evil that had occurred in this city. Uh-oh.
Holy, talk about dramatic timing. I heard that through my end.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna
Chaos, how do you keep getting the curse shit?
Okay, one, I had no intention of that ever happening. I had no idea that was ever going to happen to begin with. Two, would you rather I have taken the path of the bloodthirsty, psychopathic, life-stealing Oni?
That is quite enough for now. Let's keep going. You guys finish your last hour, and I need another perception check from everybody.
This is what happens when you think with the wrong head, Omen.
Gosh dang it! They don't want me to do good for perception.
I am bound for failure
13.
and fuck up.
11 again. Consistency.
19.
I got a 21.
It wasn't that I was trying to typecast Chaos. I've told him what I'm doing with him. And
Oh, I know.
I know, but
It still feels a
I
little
just-
typecast. A little
It feels typecast. It's like he can't bitch now whenever if he ever gets in anybody other's game. It's like it's not just me who does it. It's not just my game that he gets the cursed and fucked up shit in. It's anybody's game now.
You all are. Well, I mean, he ran headfirst into it. I didn't have any choice. But
I know.
that's besides the point here. You all do see a door that looks like it's leading into what appears to be some sort of living structure that has a note pinned on it.
another one.
I'll go
Oh,
grab
look,
it.
Another one.
Okay.
another note.
Well, Ovid, go ahead,
Yorman.
just do your thing.
No, not Yorman said he was gonna grab this one. Here you go.
Oh.
Okay.
No, Shiza. I've confirmed my theory. That creep Elwood Velvet was the cause of this. Everyone is sleeping. Every living thing for miles asleep. Somehow being a slack ass saved me. I slept through this eternal sleep, which is ironic. So I guess my parents were wrong. Sleeping past noon and being unemployed is actually a very viable way to stay alive. Unfortunately, they were also right about my lack of skills. Thankfully, I still have some snake jerky, but I'm running out fast. I knew that sleep cult should never have been trusted. That's the main point of this. They must have been preparing for a ritual to bring about a being of pure sleep, but for what? I need to figure out what is next and gather supplies. I'm gonna head a little further south to shop. Ozoro Shores, 1000 AC. Well,
Does Ovid know
shit.
about the sleep cult
No,
mentioned?
this is ancient history from the surface.
Not our problem.
Can I do a check to see if I've ever heard of this name before in reading?
This would be a history with disadvantage.
I'll take. Never mind, that one.
That's fitting. Yeah, no idea.
Hey, anybody heard of this Velvet fucker?
You guys certainly wouldn't have. You guys aren't even in the right part of the continent.
Nope.
Mm.
Mind you, we were up in
What
the
if he's-
frozen ass crack of the north.
I wonder if he was soft to the touch.
Why does that matter?
I don't know.
Why? Because his name was Velvet?
Yes, I was making a joke. Gods.
You
No.
guys do know that this
Sleep cult.
building is looking pretty solid, so it is a good place to rest, which you need to do.
Right. This looks like it's good. I agree. Once we get everybody set up, get everything set up, and hopefully any furniture we can use is still usable.
We should definitely do. Oh, I'm forgetting. I'm good above game. I'm forgetting. The watch, the sleep watch.
I'll go first.
Second.
Third.
Fourth.
Great.
So just confirming that dude Rip Van Winkled his way.
Yeah, apparently. He
Yeah,
slept
I mean,
through it.
Him's.
Kudos to him, I guess.
It's pretty easy to put it together. You think that him sleeping during the big calamity event when everybody was up and had a job, he counteracted the sleeping curse by already being asleep.
That
I love that.
He
So-
pulled a reverse.
So he did, in fact, Rip Van Winkle his way through a sleep apocalypse.
Yep.
But
Kind of impressive.
perception
my
from
hero.
Damn.
Elijah.
I keep hearing the thunder on your end, man.
I know it's bad.
That's getting very concerning sounding.
It's not even.
It's getting
I
very
got a-
frequent sounding.
It's not even.
I got a
raining
20.
anymore. With your 20, it's bad, dude. Like, it's creepy here. You swear, even though you know better, that. Oh, shit. I lost signal for a second. Anyway, it's bad, man. Like, even though you know better, you swear that they're turning their heads to look at you once in a while.
Oh. I'm just gonna start like under my breath. I'm just gonna start singing a little song in her sign. Just...
What makes it worse is the whispering from the wind makes it sound like they're talking.
Oh,
We know you're a tyrant king. We know you're the tyrant king.
Fuck you! I'm not a tyrant.
Shut up.
There's no shame in being a tyrant.
The rest of your watch, while creepy, goes off without a hitch.
Oh my god, Creepy Johnny's here.
And you can get the rest. Or the next person, whoever the hell that was.
Omen, will you hush?
No, it's Omen.
Fuck. Omen.
mm-hmm.
It's your turn for a watch, but I gotta warn you. This is really creepy. Like
You're
even
telling
creepier
me-
even creepier than your girlfriend being in your head there for a while. This is way weirder than that.
Elijah, you're telling me I'm looking at the potential consequences of my actions if I ever actually went through with being with her completely.
Well, let's get past that. These things look like they're... I'll like lean in and like whisper this part to Omen. These fucking things look like they're like turning around and looking at me, and the wind makes it sound like they're talking. And I know I'm a big scary bear, but I'm a very big scared bear.
I know, Elijah. Even though you're such a big badass, you're such a big softy on the inside. Now go on and get your rest. I'll take over from here.
You go
He'll
out.
just like pat. He'll brotherly give him a brotherly pat on the shoulder, like, "Go on, little bro. I got this."
You go outside to start your watch, and I will now need your perception check.
Well, shoot. That's a weird time for that to come up. Nat 20.
You experience a lot of what I described, except for the whispering does not sound fake or random. You are very clearly hearing words, and it sounds like all the people on the street that are motionless are not whispering, but yelling the word betrayer at you.
He's just going to stare back at them. His face completely bare of emotions. Not even giving them the satisfaction of acknowledging them.
And after that, just like before, that's all you get.
Once Omen goes in to get Yorman up, he'll relay much of what Elijah told him, but he will clarify by simply saying, "If you listen close enough, Yorman, they aren't actually. It's not actually the wind. It is them talking. But for my case, it was a little different, considering my breakup with her.
So
Don't think of it like this: their minds and bodies are in a limbo of sleeping and awake. Because I had the one piece that they needed that they didn't have, the ritual got botched."
do you still have that piece?
Fuck no, I tossed that thing out ages ago.
Good. I'd hate for us to end up summoning it on accident.
Oh,
But
no, Yorman, let me put it to you like this. My girlfriend was the end result of this.
you know, I knew you had good taste, but this is kind of weird.
It was either her or my psychopathic, bloodthirsty father. Which do you think was the better option?
I feel like your dad would have been a better pick in this situation.
There's a third option you're not thinking about.
Oh, you cut out David?
I said there's
Or
a
me?
third option that you're not thinking about. which is telling the other two to get fucked and do things for yourself, which is what you're learning the hard way.
Yep. But you
That's the
want
one.
to you want to give him the pat on the shoulder? I got it. You go cuddle Tyrant King so he doesn't cry tonight.
Shh. Okay, I'm not the one he wants tonight, and we both know it.
I don't blame him. I'd rather be with my wife than this, but I don't get that choice.
I'm definitely going to need to clear my head before I go to sleep, though.
Sorry.
Owen will just go to bed.
Sorry, my mom. I was about to say something and then my mom texted me. Yorman, you go outside of this dwelling, and I'll need that perception from you as well.
I think the gods is not a natural one. Almost 22.
You are getting again all the same things, but instead of betrayer, it sounds like they're just saying, "Hang him, hang the criminal."
Oh, you sons of bitches. I hope something comes along and pisses on each and every one of you.
Go ahead and roll me just a general intelligence again.
Int with int. That's it's just a 10. A straight 10.
That is good enough. If these guys came from the surface, and this is a desert part, you must be underneath the desert, meaning this must have been where Sadar was, meaning they know what pirates are, and they don't like you. Or something doesn't like you.
That's why he's saying, fuck you, I hope something comes along and pisses on y'all.
I gave you so much in this context because of what you are, otherwise you wouldn't.
Yeah, no, thank you.
I need to explain that to the audience. I don't want them to think that I'm just like lore dumping because I'm excited or something.
No, I'm a pirate. My people, the place I came from, hates Sadar, and Sadar hates us. We only have one mutual enemy, and that's the necromancer pirates that nobody likes.
Anyway, that's the end of your shift, as it were. And you know you gotta get Lilith.
Okay. He's just gonna walk up to Lilith, just do like the tap her foot with his weapon. Hey, your turn. Come on.
Okay.
Wake up.
Did anything happen?
You gotta roll your perception. Oh, sorry. You sound like yourself in real life. You're not doing. You hardly distinguish yourself.
No. I'm sorry. No, I was talking to him like a colleague.
Yeah. The bodies are speaking. They're talking shit. They're talking mad shit. They said something to Tyrant King. He didn't understand it. They said something to sent some to Omen. I don't know. I don't remember what he told me. Like betrayer or something. I don't know.
Okay.
And they're calling, and they're saying hang him. Talking about me. Yeah, if I had to take a guess, they're from the surface, and where they're at, their people didn't like my people. But you know, fuck them.
Okay.
Oh, have a good night.
Knowing
I'm going to
that
bed.
can be an option. Alright, yeah.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.
You also step outside, and I'll need that perception check.
Oh, much better.
18, you're experiencing the same thing, the exact same thing Elijah did. It sounds like they're whispering, but it's nothing in particular. And it's just eerie. But your shift comes to an end, and when you guys, you don't know how, there must be something that functions kind of like a sun around here somewhere. Because it does get noticeably brighter over here for some reason. and you're starting to see the inside of the building a little bit better. And you're noticing that where food would normally be is all rotted. There's like corpses of maggots and stuff all over the place.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't think I have an appetite anymore.
Well, technically, maggots do have protein, but I'm not desperate enough. So.
Yeah. Let's get. Do we have somewhere else to go, or is this a town we need to investigate?
You do know from the note that you need to start heading south.
South.
According to the note, we have to go south, right?
Yep.
Yes, I read it. I should know. Yeah, let's get going. I'm sick of this place.
You and me both.
It's noticeably quiet again out here as you guys take off.
Have any of them moved?
Not that you can tell.
Noticeably, have any of them actually moved?
No.
Zombies.
I'll need that survival from you
checking
guys.
for?
Nah, so you're thinking zombies. I'm
27.
thinking Doctor Who.
Okay, glad we're not the only one thinking the same thing, trucker.
8.
18.
22. Finally, a high number for this.
27.
All right, that's 1 failure, 3 successes. You guys are able to find those prints again heading south. Things are just noticeably weird, man. Like, this does not get easier to deal with, but what really catches your attention is after about 3 hours of walking, you're starting to notice that some of these buildings are clear burnt down. And there's blackened marks in a lot of these areas.
Something with a lot of fire has been down here. They're burning.
Does it look like anything Lilith would know about or no?
Nope.
Lilith, do you know what any of this is?
No, this seems all surface level stuff. Unintended.
Something. Something about it. I just.
Elijah will high five Lilith.
And then the Tyrant King goes.
You guys...
You say
Will you-
tyrant like it's a bad thing.
You stop calling me a tyrant king.
Pirates get results.
I'm like the furthest thing from a tyrant.
So
That's
you're,
what all
you know,
tyrants
you're
say.
a king that doesn't get results. So you're a bad king.
He is. I bet he is.
I've been king for, and actually, like Elijah will actually like count on his fingers.
A year and 2
He has
months
to remember
now.
how long he's actually been down here.
Oh yeah, you've been king for almost 3 months. And you've done none of your kingly duties.
Just under 3 months, and I haven't done anything because I've been stuck down here.
Oh, so he's not even a tyrant king. He's a lazy king.
Which is worse.
Exactly. I say we have a coup.
Says the deadbeat dad who's not raised his kid in almost 6 months.
Oh, we already know what that'd be. We're not working on that. Fell, man. They chose to come here. I fell down a hole.
That you made?
Yeah, he was trying to dig a basement and just. Oh shit.
Oh no, you found a tunnel and you couldn't help yourself. You just kept walking.
Okay, I'll be back in time for dinner. Where the fuck am I? Where'd my tunnel go?
He went to get the milk.
May not.
Honey,
be
I'm off to
that.
get some milk.
Bye.
I'm off to get some milk and Newports. Don't worry, I'll be back.
Anyway, another 4 hours
Yes.
goes by. You're about at that 7-hour mark, and I'll need a perception again from everybody.
God, this is. I'm done with this dice. I'm done.
Soft 20.
16.
You
Anyway.
Don't forget to salt the water before boiling the rice.
once again, besides
Dookie water.
Lilith again, for reasons that you guys are wondering how she became a spy in the first place. You don't see a note, but you see a house that isn't burnt to the ground or looks like crap, so that looks pretty good.
Does it still look kind of sturdy?
Yeah.
Like safe to enter, sturdy?
Safe to bunker sturdy.
Again, yes.
Awesome.
I'll take a peek inside.
I'm gonna be right there with you in case there's anything inside along with you.
It scares the hell out of you guys. You're getting stared at by a husband and wife that were sitting on the couch.
The fuck?
Oh, shit.
Oh!
Oh.
Did someone just spit take?
No, I
It's
just
a-
I crushed a
people
water bottle.
good? Oh, okay. That sounded way more
I-
severe.
I'm sorry. I thought you were about to say, and the couch comes alive because like shit noise. It's like, oh shit, are we combat? What's going on?
Like
No,
couch
man.
mimic? What the fuck?
Come now, let's
Like
go.
in my head, like I open the door, look in. There's people staring at me. So I simultaneously went, "What the fuck?" And then he makes that noise. I'm like, "Oh shit, here we go. It's popping off. Let's go, boys."
God, body mimics.
Let's go.
Lilith will ask if anyone has a blanket.
No,
Yes, I have one.
I-
Why, what's up?
I am a blanket.
Well, we could make you into a coat, a blanket, a tapestry. I mean,
Wow. Wow.
When
wow.
you guys enter the house, funny enough, you see a note shoved into the hand of the husband.
Oh,
Okay,
Let's turn
Omen's
this to
gonna.
Velvet. Velvet,
Almond.
why?
Oh man, it's not your turn. Let the king do it.
I think he's driving, dude.
I know, I'm giving her
Oh,
shit.
I am.
Do I gotta
am,
do
I am
it?
driving.
Yeah, you can do this
Okay.
one.
I'll do it.
All right, fine. Have the one who doesn't give a shit. Just walk in and yank it out.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Oh fuck.
Alright, it's worse than I thought. I'm out of food. You would think that it wouldn't matter. It's not like the people who are asleep would mind if I help myself, but something is very wrong. The food is simultaneously turning into ashy paste and producing putrid maggots. I tried to eat one, but it caused me to vomit uncontrollably for almost an hour. And with my food running out this morning, I am thoroughly screwed. I am unsure what sick prank is being pulled, but the residents of my city are all perfectly preserved. I cannot succumb to my hunger neither by dying or by doing something there is no coming back from. Not before I find out what is happening. I am going to end up heading back towards north, where my best friend, Chet,
Chet.
is. At the very least, he'll have some of the magic plant that makes things more bearable left. Ezero Shore, 1000 AC.
No, I know where those Wendigos came from.
Oh shit.
You guys are getting the sense that you don't really need to do this, watches anymore. Nothing's happening, and if it were, it would have happened already, kind of a thing. So you comfortably take your rests and are able to, well, I guess head north if you'd like.
Yeah. Excuse me. Gotta see it to the end.
Question,
Copper
are
for
we
your
all
thought,
keeping
Elijah.
these?
What?
Like, are we all keeping these notes, or are we just like
I-
discarding them?
I'll leave it up
I
to
figured
you
we'd
guys.
keep
Like,
them.
I was
Yeah, I
hoping
figured
you'd
we'd be
keep 'em.
keep collecting them. Yeah, I
If
figured we'd be
nothing
like
else,
collecting
I
them.
would.
Same.
I'd be keeping. I've been writing down note
Well-
1, note 2, note 3.
Okay, yeah, Lilith will hand off it to whoever wants it.
Put it in the bag of holding. We can pull it later.
All right. Flip.
Copper for your thought, Elijah's.
If this guy, this Velvet guy, did what he seems to be indicating he might have done, I don't like what we might be finding.
What do you think we're gonna find?
Well, you weren't there for that fight because you decided, "Oh, I'm gonna go do my own thing." But we came across these other things that apparently turned into them things by eating other people. And he seems to be indicating in
Cannibals.
these notes he might have ate somebody, and yeah,
So eating
If he-
others is bad.
if he ended up
If they're
eating
of your same
somebody,
race.
yeah, same race. He would have to eat another Dragonborn. I'd have to eat. Well, I already ate my uncle's heart, but
So you're a Wendigo, whatever this term is.
no.
Mm.
No, I think you have to eat a lot of your own race. I ate no races, and it didn't change me. I don't eat draconic anymore, though.
No.
Okay. So you can dabble a little and still be okay. Good to know.
I
To a
wouldn't. I wouldn't
Um,
say dabble.
I wouldn't say don't do it at all.
It's
Yeah,
just
you
such
don't-
an adventure.
You don't want to do it.
It's like when you
But
taste
if-
test something.
But if he ended up doing this thing, then somewhere down here, he might still be running around.
Wow. You think we have a fight on our hands?
Do we know
Correct.
how to like
Crack.
eliminate the problem?
I mean, we're going into this thing knowing we're gonna fight at least something. But now we just have something else we're gonna have to fight. And they're kind of hard to put
know.
down.
I know, I'm so excited.
No, I need that survival from you guys, by the way.
Yep, sorry. Ooh.
26.
23.
I'm sorry.
Tundra, what did you get?
I got 6.
Did you get?
You need to.
Wow.
I thought you got a 1.
No, it's
Thunder.
getting too close.
Dice,
Look,
jail
I-
that, jail that dice
Yeah.
now.
New ones.
I am. It sucks. It sucks.
Look, I'll take a simple
14.
failure over a critical fail.
These failures are hitting critical mass.
I
Oh, God.
hitting someone, making someone go critical mass at least.
Anyway, I don't know what the hell you're getting there. You guys make your 8-hour walk
Hush.
back down to the south. I believe I indicated, and you do see
North.
You just headed from the north. You had to go back.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, no shit. You were right. Yeah, it is the north. Anyway, whatever. You guys do. At least I admitted it.
Are we gonna have to do the private pile? Which hand was that private pile?
There you go. You want? I have a DM point.
You do, yeah.
I'll just remind you of that.
I'm just kidding.
You guys
No
do
need to get
see.
drafted.
You guys do see a house that looks relatively in decent shape again, and you're assuming this must be Chet's.
Is the door open or is the door closed?
It's closed.
You
I'm
look
gonna
in
draw
there
my
this
weapon.
time.
I'll draw my weapon. Would you like me to go
Go for
first, Tyrant King?
Will you stop calling me that?
Lilith, you were saying something?
Well, first I can go first, and then she'll admit that that we've been calling him Peasant King. So I don't know what you want. Do you want Tyrant King or Peasant King?
How about Peasant Tyrant King?
Anyway,
Tyrant
just
Peasant
call-
King.
Compromise.
You could just call me my name.
I can't do that.
do you guys go in or not?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I'll go in. Weapon drawn.
Alright. Who goes in first?
I'll go in.
Okay.
Oh, never
Go on, I
mind.
guess.
The
Actually,
woman
this
will not.
this would be for everybody. Never mind. Con checks for everybody, please, or saves rather for everybody, please, and thank you.
Saves.
Oh boy. Good thing I am a hardy, beefy boy.
You
Oh, look at
all
that.
get.
And-
You all get a +4 to this, by the way.
Ooh, 22.
Even better.
17.
Makes it better. Dirty 20 for me. Thank you, Flame.
Yeah,
What
they
kind of
get
save
that.
is this again? I'm sorry.
Con.
You said con. Sorry, I was trying to read over something. $30 even.
You guys want to throw up when you open the door, but you're able to not do it. Because when you guys enter, you see two bodies that are rotting, and they look like they were hacked to pieces.
What the fuck happened here?
Oh, jeez.
Is this what you were talking about, peasant? What's his face? Peasant Tyrant King?
Can you please just call me by my name?
Maybe later, Peasant Tyrant King. We have to figure out what's going on.
You guys, follow some of the blood to the kitchen, where you see various states of utensils thrown around, and the place is pretty smashed up, but thankfully the table survived, and it has 2 notes on it. So we can.
Alright.
So I'll post those for you guys. I think Chaos.
I'll take one if some.
Yeah.
I'll take one if you take the other Flame.
Yeah, you want 4, I'll take 5.
Sure. This is really not good. Elwood is still alive, and I think he saw me. I know I definitely saw him. How did he survive this? What the hell did he do? I'm at Chet's, and well, so are you, I guess. So welcome in. You won't mind. Here's the real problem. The plant is ash. In fact, all the plants are. At this rate, we will become a desert, and our nation's only economic resources will die. We have fed many nations, and now I fear we won't be able to feed ourselves, especially with this rot. There is still nothing to eat. I'm staying here until I figure this out. Ozero Shore, 1000 AC.
Please, if I am somehow still alive when you find me, kill me. I am sick, I am disgusting, I am the lowest of low. I have done the unforgivable, I do not deserve to be alive. I'm so sorry, Chet, I couldn't help it. Survival took over. If I was a real man, I'd hang myself, but I can't. This strange hunger, it consumes me. It's driving me to get my revenge on Elwood. I want to do to him what he forced me to do to you, your wife. I have become something else. I'm no longer human. I'm evil. I need to head back to the west. I'm going to scavenge the sketchy magic shop. What was it called again? underworld magic, something like that. I'm going to do what needs to be done to end this shit. I am sorry. Please find it in your heart to forgive me and absolve me of this unfathomable sin against nature and humanity itself. I do not deserve it, but I beg for forgiveness anyways. Filth. Motherfucker.
Commit.
Oh.
Elwood
think-
killed Arcane Braids. I hope you know that, right?
No.
That's
Not
no proof on
necessarily.
that. No, Arcane Braids died to those beasts.
That the thing from Underworld Magics brought him into.
Uh-huh.
He died the way he wanted to, fighting for knowledge. You know what? Besides, he will get another life in another D&D game.
Okay,
Try to play D&D again.
so if I'm understanding this correctly, there is at least one Wendigo running around down here somewhere.
And it's the first Wendigo, which means it might be stronger than a regular Wendigo.
Stronger than the Alpha we fought last time as well, Elijah. And that thing was being powered up by...
If he's
Roll an insight, Flame. I think this is the right one.
all right, natural 20.
You know that he's begging to be absolved for this. Now, this is a weird one. This might... He's basically looking for... He's looking for forgiveness, though he obviously doesn't sound like he deserves it. But with that, you somehow feel like with most undead, if you help them complete their mission, you know this just because of where you've been, they are able to pass on.
Alright. Omen's gonna kind of like...
Omen.
sorry, not Omen.
Yeah,
Yorman. Yorman's gonna kind of like just stroke his chin for a second. We don't necessarily have to do anything with him. If he's consumed flesh and become the Wendigo, as you call it, he's undead. Undead can pass on if we finish their business. And it sounds to me like their business is this Elwood person. We find them, we kill them, or possibly also undo whatever this curse is. We could probably free them. All of them.
But what if this Elwood person is dead? These are notes from 500 years ago.
Then we'd have to undo this sleep thing. Much as I don't want to, probably be the better thing to do. Sounds like it's the reason for the sandy hellscape all around us. God, you're rubbing off on me. I'm being nice.
Well, Omen, as someone with insight into how some of this could work, have any idea how we could do that?
The best I could... you're talking to... Even... trust me, if I had any knowledge that could help, I'd give it. But frankly, when I had my watch, they were literally screaming betrayer at me.
Why don't you both, Elijah and Omen, roll a history?
This is probably not going to be good for me, but alright.
22?
10.
Not quite. You're kind of trying... You're piecing something together, but you're not quite sure. But, Omen, you remember when you guys were pyramid hopping and you accidentally released an entity that was, bound to the pyramid by, say, agreeing to release him by some bizarre wordplay that he used against you guys, and when you said, yeah, sure, I'll release you, and he just left? You feel like as long as you all collectively tell this guy that you forgive him, you absolve him, that maybe that'll work.
You know, maybe we're overthinking things. Elijah, remember when we were pyramid hopping in Sadar, dealing with the various things that were serving as anchor points? Remember the one that asked if we were if we agreed to release it, and it happened to just go free?
Yeah.
What if we do something similar with this guy? What if we say, in a way that his mind and soul will understand it, that we forgive him and absolve him of the sin he committed? Maybe he'll pass on that way.
I mean, usually the kind of people that will grant absolution have to have some kind of authority.
Hello, Mr. King? Ultimate authority? And don't you
Okay.
dare give me that shit about king consorts. You have the perfect chance to do some real good for the team and not only use your collective weight as a king, but authority to prove that it is earned.
You know that
Yeah.
meme where the guy like holds up a finger and is getting ready to back?
We still hear you, bud.
Oh,
Yeah, no, everything
hello.
disconnected. The stream's booting back up. There it is. Sorry about that.
Okay.
For whatever reason, I had a hard disconnect.
Storm difficulties.
That's not even...
No!
Yeah, this stream's pissed.
It's a good
but
thing we didn't say anything bad.
I apologize.
You didn't, I
mean to
did.
make it happen.
Anyway. Yeah, you guys come to that grand conclusion. Go to sleep, and now you are heading back to, heading to the west. I would like to take just a quick second. Can somebody check to make sure the stream is still alright? Or if the audience can tell us if the stream is going?
Looks like we're still live. We got 4 people in the live chat. At least 4 people watching.
If anybody's
It's
watching,
still
can
going.
you let us know if we're still here? Stream is good.
Let me
Okay.
Squish says we're good.
Alright. You guys don't actually travel very far, but here's the unfortunate thing. You are seeing carnage everywhere. There are no longer the lifeless people that are standing frozen. These people are in various states of chopped up and chewed up and destroyed.
He ate a lot.
But you do without a perception check, because at this point you're pretty high on alert here. You do see underworld magic, and for the first time since a building of that caliber that you are aware of has been abandoned, the sign is still there.
Underworld magics. Nothing could be bad in there.
Does that look
I can
familiar to any of y'all?
I
Nope.
think it might have... No, not really.
It would look familiar to you both.
Ooh.
Wasn't it in Worm?
Yeah.
Didn't they have a shop in Worm a while ago?
Yep.
But then it closed down.
It just
Didn't
disappeared.
And then shortly after that, arcane braids went missing. Wait, was it before?
is
Did
getting-
it go missing before or after the store closed? Huh.
or
Who's
Hmm.
Arcane
I think it was
Blades?
at
He
the
was a
same.
dwarven
He was a
wizard.
guy that we met.
Dwarven Wizard. Huh. That's a rarity.
You guys.
Wait,
He was a guy we met after you went off and did your thing, and
Hmm.
he palled around with us for a while, but then he just kind of just disappeared, and we never really knew what happened to him. We looked and looked, but we couldn't find him.
You guys head into the store, and as you do, you are seeing on the outside of, on the inside of the door when you open it, another note. And I will say that this will need to be read by either Chaos or Flame, because I know that Thunder is not going to care to read the language involved in this one.
Oh,
I'll do it.
I can do it.
thanks.
I kind of want to roll off Chaos.
Roll off. Odds or evens.
I'll say odd. You got even. Mary, will you roll it for us?
Oh, sure thing.
Come on.
Do a d20.
Oh, I did a D4.
Odds.
I got a 4.
Damn it!
Yes.
I should have done a
We-
D6. But that's on me.
Yeah. We do d20s so to really give it a to really amp up the chance.
All right, let me redo it. Let me uphold the law.
You guys know it doesn't really increase the odds, right? It's still 50-50.
Yeah, but they
Shut up.
they demanded it. I'm here to please, and it's still evens.
Yes.
Damn. 2 out of 3. All right, Chaos, it's all yours.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, let's go, sunshine.
It's why isn't it showing up in the chat?
Because I
Yeah,
posted
not
it in
in
the
chat.
wrong spot.
Hey, current game on our private server is going on.
Where?
You
There.
posted over in current game in the
Yeah.
Burning Lounge.
Oh.
Flame messaged me and I left the wrong place and I defaulted. Here you go.
I am changing every moment. I can no longer go 15 minutes without eating another person. It tastes great! No! It's disgusting. You should die. No! I will not die. I am you now! I'm not even sure who is writing these anymore. This is so messed up. I am disgusted in myself. I know I'm being stalked now. I can see it out of the corners of my eyes, which have gotten sharper. If I cannot see it, I can smell it through the now never-ending dust or sandstorm that has started 6 days into this event. That bastard! I guess the magic guy left, but he also left all this stuff. I left a note somewhere demanding a showdown at Ground Zero. A fight once and for all. I will consume him! He will sleep! I will rise! I just woke up. I'm unable to comprehend what I have written. If you made it here, I'm probably too far gone. Hopefully I have died. I cannot live as this freak. I gathered every scroll, every ingredient, every crystal. I smashed them all down. I used my own blood and the blood of those who I cooked and ate to make it into a paste and dried it. I'm taking this paste and the pipe I took from... I can't even think of his name without horror and shame. I'm going to the center of the city of slumber tomorrow morning. I do not know what I will do, but I have to do something. Jose Filtro.
Wait. Pipe and pit. Is he going to smoke it?
Oh, that's going to be dangerous.
He would literally see everything. Oh my. Talk about the high of
Experience
highs.
and the lowest of lows. And if he winds up having a bad trip, well, it'll be the bad trip of bad trips.
So he just took everything out of here,
Ground it up.
ground chopped and pastified it with his own blood and blood from all those poor people we saw along the way, and he took it with a pipe back to the city.
From the sounds of it, yes. Do we want to see if there's anything left in the building?
He said he took everything, but he didn't
Well-
take everything he could see. But not
Yes, you
everything
also
the shopkeep left behind. But not everything the shopkeep hid away.
You guys also said you've seen this building up top, which makes me think maybe there's still stuff in there, because maybe there's, I don't know, magical bullshit to teleport around.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. He might have found everything he could find with his animalistic senses, but not everything the shopkeeper could hide with its own magical abilities.
Go ahead and roll investigation checks.
Alrighty, gotta scroll down because the scroll wheel's just funky.
Ooh, not bad, not bad. Okay, 17. Investigation.
Okay,
19. I'll take a 19. I'll take a 19.
A
19.
dirty 20.
21.
A dirty, filthy 20.
Mhm.
Dirty filthy 20. Oh, so the way you said that, bro.
I said it on purpose. I said it the way I said it, and I'm not afraid to say it again.
Do you use that same voice with your girlfriend?
What'd you get, Trucker?
I got a 10.
Okay, well that excludes you from this one, so I can reduce my dice size. I'm going to roll a d4, which I associated a number on this. Actually, it would have to be the d6. I've associated 2 numbers to each of you, and that will determine who finds the hidden item.
Oh. Oh. I knew it!
Please be me.
Please, please.
Lilith,
Damn it!
Yeah,
you guys are...
it was me.
Yes, that's why I said your name, or I don't know why I would have otherwise.
Okay.
You guys are looking around and you literally cannot find anything. There is nothing here, but then you finally find the last cabinet that none of you have opened. You guys gather up around it to figure out why my damned music has stopped. It's come back. You guys let Lilith open it because she gets there quicker. And the head of a dwarf rolls out of the cabinet, lying, with its face facing you guys, and you just hear and then it just stops.
And there he is.
Where's who? What are you talking about?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Arcane braids.
They know it's arcane, bro?
Yeah.
I'm just assuming at this point.
No,
'cause
do we see
Yeah.
the face scar? Do we see the face scar?
Oh yeah. That's him.
Why would it not be at this point? Yep.
Well,
that's him.
slowly stoops down to pick up the severed head, just pick up the head. So this is where you've been hiding, Arcane braids.
We gonna keep him?
It was hidden. His head was hidden here. As much as I hate to.
Time out.
What?
If okay, you said you knew arcane braids. What, like, how long ago? 5, 6 months? What? No, I'm not sure. How is his head here?
Because he was, like, he told us he found this shop and made it some kind of and said something about some deal or another with the shopkeep. Didn't realize the deal went that far.
What's nice?
Why he's here or how he got here, I don't know.
What's nice though is it's still pretty early in the day, and you know you need to head towards the center of town yet.
Center of town it is.
And Omen, that banner is starting to get hot. Not dangerous, it's gonna hurt you, but uncomfortable, like you need to get there. Kind of make haste, kind of hot.
It's literally like it's like a guiding instinct pulling me. Like a bird's homing instinct. I'm literally being like pulled somewhere.
You guys get moving for an hour and a half, and I need a perception check. What?
Quick question: are you guys taking the head?
I thought we were.
Yeah. I
Okay,
feel
I was
like
just
it's kind of implied.
Okay, I'm just asking because if not, I was gonna take it.
All right. Yeah, you guys. I need that perception from y'all.
Dirty
Oh my God,
20.
much better. 17.
22.
You all see it. There's one, at least you think it's a final piece of paper that happens to be discarded on the ground. As you're starting to see the end of the beginning of the center of town. What's even crazier is you're seeing some sort of force field in the distance as you're getting close. But this is what the final note reads.
You want me to take it?
Yep, go for it.
Where's the paste? I smoked it all. It's time! I will kill. I need to kill. I need to consume. I am power. I am the damn will. I will consume. Ozilafil Letre.
You're starting to get the sense that his identities are merging at this point.
Yeah.
Clashing, more like smashing into each other, slow train wreck style.
Well, at this point, they now have a common goal, and they're working in sync.
There's something in there.
You guys only have a few more blocks to go, and that's when you find this.
What is this?
What is it? Oh, arena?
That, let me kind of describe, because it is a little bit limited on what I was able to do. This is not so much as an arena. This is that pink, that velvety pinkish purple color that you're seeing is a force field. Inside of it, you guys remember Star Wars 1, The Phantom Menace, when Obi-Wan is trying to kill Darth Maul and those barriers keep popping up, slowing him down?
Yep.
That's what this... That has that same shimmer to it. But you can very clearly see what's inside. There is a man wearing dark purple robes with a staff. And it has... The robes have a light purple trim to it. He is jamming the staff outward towards this hideous amalgamation of something you couldn't even begin to describe. Elongated wolf-like snout, tattered bat wings, some sort of unidentified substance spewing out, and almost like what it would be the dragon's breath equivalent of napalm towards this robed-like figure. Parts of his body are almost ethereal, if not invisible. There are crystals that are growing out of him in every which part of his body. His hair is wild and unkempt at this point. His feet are cloven hooves. And It looks like whatever these crystals were meant to be some sort of projectile, because you see like these strange crystalline spines, like a porcupine, getting shot towards this individual who has a giant, almost draconic claw going up through his jaw. The eyes are almost a weird draconic goat-like look to them of this creature. His ears are long like an elf's, but not quite. It's very bizarre. And where his ribs would be, you're kind of seeing his shirt was tattered and torn. He must have done a lot of damage to his clothes while he was going insane and transforming. But you're almost seeing like they're rotted out. And Omen, you almost can't help yourself. You see this weird spoke on the ground with a very strange cylinder sticking out of the ground, and you feel yourself being pulled towards that area by the banner, which before you even know it is in your hands.
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
Step,
what's a gimmick to
step,
this?
step, 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 step. Oh, wait, hold on. Do I have to put myself down, or
Nope,
is there?
not unless you want to.
Okay.
It's good for visual if you do.
All right. So the wheel
Yeah,
on the ground.
You'd want to place yourself like here.
Oh.
Perfect.
Oh, there we go.
That, as you get closer to that cylinder, it is hollow. Like you could place this banner in it.
Slowly and with deliberate purpose, he'll hoist the banner over his head and just funk plant it.
When I described this banner to you before, it was kind of tattered and faded, and you could kind of see what resembled what looked like a blue sapphire with the phases of the moon on it. When you plant that down, a energy fires out from all directions, kind of blowing a wind all the way through. You see the banner start to glow and almost repair itself as if the time had never reached it. It is starting to turn a brilliant emerald green, where you see the phases of the moon take proper form in a silvery color. The blue sapphire becomes almost photorealistic. It is so well sewn into this banner. The edges start to grow a golden tassel. And in the phases of the moon where it's in a circle, inside of that circle, just below the sapphire that almost looks to act like a sun, you see golden wheat. Almost like a farmland. As that erupts, you see the barrier, well, rather you hear the barrier, almost like glass, shatter. And you hear a noise that can only be described like two trains colliding inside of a blender, as this individual is getting shredded. I need you all to make very fast intelligence checks, as this man in the robe is getting shredded and eaten.
24.
8.
3.
Oh no! 2 single
I've
digits.
been rolling.
22.
I've been,
22.
I've been rolling good all session.
None of you,
Now it screws.
you other two don't have any form of inspiration or anything?
No.
Do we go help the wrong side?
Who had the lowest out of you two?
Trucker had
I
the lowest. He had a
did.
3. I had an 8.
Remember what I've been lording over your heads this entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, trucker.
Yeah.
You have a 17 instead. I've used my DM point.
Yeah.
I didn't say I had to
That's
screw
really
you.
nice.
Yay.
I never said I had
I'm
to screw
scared.
you.
I'm scared.
We'll give you a hug the next time we meet.
That'd be sweet. Anyway,
I don't want my bear to die.
you guys all come to the collective realization that if this thing turns around and sees you, you are positive that he is not going to know the difference between you and him, and you remember very quickly you need to absolve this man. And you know his name. And you are the king.
I'll like make sure that my little circlet crown is on straight. I'll step forward.
The creature, after it's... You know how dogs get a hold of a toy and are just whipping it around?
Yeah.
He's doing that, and he sees you, and he whips that body so hard at this building over here that it doesn't go through the window, it just becomes a bug on a windshield. You hear that
Now,
sickening splat.
Should I use his name from before he went nuts, or should I use Filth? Now I'm confused.
Use his
Zero.
original name.
Use it as use his
Okay.
original name.
Real name. Ozero Shore.
It stops
I
and
am the
looks at
king.
you.
I am the king of the city-state of Worm, of the nation of Dragonov. I absolve you of all you have done here. It is not your fault. I forgive you.
What do the rest of you say? If anything.
I watch.
Wait. That might be
What would be a good thing to say?
What was one of the things that he
The
was
king has
asking
spoken for his word. No.
Sorry. Yeah, what was one of the things that he was asking for?
The notes, quick. Which one?
There's two things that he asked for during this transformation.
Let's see. Come on. This is the notes right now. Be reading.
I would, but I'm driving.
What happened to Chet? What happened with Chet and his wife was not your fault either.
Well, yeah, but there was two things he asked for specifically: forgiveness and being absolved.
Oh,
For sure.
no, you did. You only did the absolution
No, he
for
said both,
as the
but
king.
I'm giving everybody else a chance to say something.
You finally brought an end to the madness that has been wrought to this home. You can rest peacefully now. You no longer have to stain your hands with the blood of people who you once knew as kin. Ozero, you can finally rest without having to worry about anything else. Chet and his wife are waiting for you on the other side. Just let go.
Well, let me ask you something. Do you forgive him?
Know this, Ozero. Even if everyone else has a hard time trying to forgive you on the other side, know that at least this soul holds no ill will towards you at all, and you are forgiven in my eyes.
Lilith, do you have anything to say?
Lilith will say, and you are forgiven in mine too. You did what you had to survive, and Chet would have wanted you to live.
Yorman.
As one who's had to eat flesh of their own kind to survive, I forgive you. Your sins don't make you a monster. They are what made you a monster.
As this thing approaches all of you, it falls to its knees. And you just hear in a gasp. Thank you. As you start to watch from the tips of his toes all the way to his head slowly turn to ash. As he disappears. And in a final moment, you see where his body was. 4 items. And let me get those items for you. If I can find them, because I keep good notes.
You keep the bestest notes, Mayor. I know you'll find them.
I keep good notes, so I'm very good at this. Here we go.
I'm not the only one who was hearing a freight train in her head as that thing was speeding toward us, though. Am I right?
He was
No,
walking towards you. He was not trying to. After Elijah's speech, he was not running at you. But you see a pair of gloves, a hood, a pair of boots, and the hilt of a whip. It is the hilt of the whip is black, and it looks almost like it almost looks like what you saw from the dragon that you spoke to. I will let all of you decide which item you want. However, the rules are on these items. Once you pick them, that is it. There is no trade. These belong to you.
They're soulbound items.
I would like to have everybody roll a d6.
You want us to just type it in chat?
No, we'll go down the line. We have an order here on Discord that we can follow.
Damn it, which of my little bags did I have my D6 in?
I know what I want, but I don't know if it's gonna fit me.
There you are. Taurus. That's where I had you.
Lemons.
Okay.
What'd you get, Chaos?
5.
Flame.
3.
Thunder.
1.
Trucker.
1.
I need you two to have a roll-off. As there is a tie that does...
Roll off.
Yep, you guys have to do it again.
Another
2.
D6.
Yep.
I also rolled a 2.
What the hell?
Okay.
We'll do it again.
No.
No.
Thunder is odds. Trucker is evens. Thunder,
The Blevin.
Hmm.
you have won this one,
Oh.
and
Okay.
because it is sketchy on this one, I would like you to roll off with chaos too. Because at this point, because we don't, of that goofy ass tie, we do not know which one of you two would have gone first. So I will have you guys do it one more time.
Oh, well.
All right, I got a 2.
Consistent 3.
Okay. That will put Thunder first, Chaos, Flame, then Trucker. Thunder, which of these would you like? If you'd like, I can go through the list one more time.
No, I'm just. It
I-
was the.
I will
With
also
the
tell
hard
you that this
shoes.
is going to be an attunement slot, just so you're aware.
Yeah, I figured. I
Hey,
will
don't mess with
do the hood.
Okay. That is a bizarre thing for you to take, which is why I did it this way.
What do you mean? Okay.
Yeah.
This was
There.
this was not the item. I designed items for everybody, but I wanted to see you guys have to do some utility work, so
I
I
can't.
didn't. This is what
I
you.
can't read mind.
Yeah, that's fine. This is what you get. Cowl of the Awoken. Anyone sleeping within 30 feet of the wearer gains 2d10 temporary HP.
Huh.
Gosh, dang it. Okay. Well,
Yeah, now you have to be nice to the people around you.
I don't want to be nice to the people around.
You have to be sociable.
Chaos.
Lilith will begrudgingly put it on.
Chaos, what are you taking?
Hmm. I'm feeling the gloves.
It is what was designed for you. That's why I was hoping somebody else would take it, because it would have been funny. But
Hey.
I mean, Thunder. I bet Thunder took what was meant for me.
Monk's Palm. A creature must make a successful DC 14 con save or become paralyzed for 1d4 rounds. The creature is immune upon a natural 20 or a body part picked by the attacker is paralyzed forever.
Permanently paralyzed.
That
So I
is-
could just go and handball.
Yeah, what that should have said is if they roll a nat 1, that body part is paralyzed forever.
Ah. So I can essentially so I can just lock up their arm if they fail permanently. Nice.
Yes, you can cripple somebody forever if they roll a natural 1 on the con save. That is the up and down of that weapon. Is the save is low, but it is powerful.
The punishment is high. Alright, just gonna
We
scroll
have
down there.
Flame next. What would you like?
I feel it's a little unfair because I know what these are because it helps you build them. But I'm gonna go with the whip because I can't wear boots anyways.
Well, I mean, that's only completely fair. If your character can't wear boots, you probably shouldn't take them.
Yeah, I have clawed feet. Boots, I'd go through boots. Can Trucker even wear boots?
Yeah.
Big bare feet.
I believe he was wearing boots the whole time.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll take the whip.
Where did I go with the damned list?
You want me to read it? I've got it right now.
If you'd like to read it for everybody.
The Whip of Starborn. A hilt of a black whip that has a cosmic glow. Once a day, you can say a command word while attacking with this hilt. The arm of a spiral galaxy will appear and does 4d12 radiant or half as much damage upon a miss. This item has a 30-foot reach. Mayor, I gotta ask you real quick. Does this work the same as the Paladin's Smite feature, where I can call this after I've done my attack?
No. You have to attack with this
Damn.
weapon.
I know. What do I have to
Hey,
call
Mayor?
it before I make the attack, though, is what I'm asking.
Well, you'd have to call it while you're using it, otherwise it's not gonna work. You're just shaking a stick at somebody.
I know. I'm asking, does it work like the Paladin Smite feature? Like, once I've hit, I can say it.
No, you must say it.
Okay, so I gotta call it before I roll then. Okay.
Yes. That leaves us with Dad. Dad, here's what you've won. Ethereal Boots. You can cast etherealness once a day.
I can already do that.
Now you get it twice.
No,
You get a freebie.
Yeah, you get a freebie. This,
Don't turn your nose up at the freebie.
that was supposed to be Thunder's item, but she took the wrong thing.
Well,
Yeah.
listen here. I can't read my.
Listen here, whippersnapper.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Chaos, you were saying something?
And we
Horn.
can't trade.
How much Elden Ring did you get inspired by to make that whip? Because I was just getting Estelle Natural Born of the Void flashes when you were describing that attack. Like,
The name was all Elden Ring. The attack is actually a spell Flame sent me.
oh,
It was supposed to be a necklace. I turned it into a whip because I'm sick of whips being useless in this game.
They are.
The fun part is, if I mix this with my smite ability, holy hell, this thing becomes ungodly. Is it just magical for the sake of magical whip, or is it a +1 or anything?
It's a +1. Yeah, this thing is not. This isn't magic, dude. This is an artifact. These are all artifacts.
Okay, I was just asking.
As you claim your items one by one, absolving a man who did what he could to save his town, ending a curse that has lasted 500 years, you start to hear noises,
Oh, great.
and that is where we will end tonight's session.
All these people are gonna start waking up.
Yep.
Give them temporary HP.
They're gonna be waking up in a really bad place.
They're gonna hate some of us because they remember us.
Allow me
they're
to
gonna
process
single
all
my
of
ass
it.
out in a heartbeat.
Done
But
another
if they need
bottle.
help, my father can help them.
Oh my
I'll
god,
send
yeah!
that.
Yeah, you've got new disciples, girl.
I got new
Oh.
people.
How are these people gonna remember us? Just out of
Like monsters.
curiosity.
Like monsters. I'm a pirate. You're a tyrant king, peasant tyrant king specifically.
They
Omen's
don't
a
know
vampire.
that, and if y'all would stop calling me that,
Omen's a demon. Omen's a demon vampire. Lilith is gonna be the only good one. It's like, hey, I saved you. Sleep next to me. You get some extra HP. Now I'm gonna take you to this dragon god, and you're gonna become your new father.
this
Yeah.
entire city's worth of people that are left are gonna think I'm evil now because you two
Yep.
chuckle fucks won't stop calling me a tyrant king.
You made me pay taxes. You're a tyrant.
Enough of the nonsense. I hope you enjoyed. I put a lot of time into that.
My father
was
doesn't
awesome,
believe in
dude.
taxes.
This stuff is awesome.
It is. This is
Yes.
great. And the letters very remind me of a video game. When you keep finding the little things like that.
I got it from
I
Fallout.
like it. I was gonna say, was that Fallout? Was that Fallout inspired?
Yep.
Because maybe think Fallout or like just your stereotypical horror game.
It was a
I
little
was
bit
thinking
of
either
Yeah.
Fallout or Slenderman.
It was a little bit of
I was
both.
thinking.
See,
I was
I thought
thinking
Last
Slenderman's not
of
Mayor.
Us-
Last of Us I could see, but I don't see Mayor touching. Like I don't see Mayor playing Slenderman. I really don't.
I played once, but that was the furthest thing from my mind.
Yeah, I don't see you
Slenderman
liking it. I guess.
looks like a meme. Yeah, it was more like a meme.
Yeah.
when-
Well, okay. Apparently, in the first game, did you know there's a bug in the code? So even if you got all the papers, Slenderman would still kill you.
Oh, well,
That's
Then
kind
what's
of
the
the
point of playing?
point.
No, that wasn't supposed to be the point of the game. It was a glitch.
But
Too bad. How sad.
how do we want to end this one
All-
tonight?
Favorite video game franchise?
Sure. That's
Hmm.
brilliant.
Favorite video game twists.
Ooh.
We did
Let's do
that.
franchises.
We did that one
Let's do
already.
franchise.
We did the twist
We did,
With
already.
the caveat
did.
being it has to be an old game so we don't spoil anything new.
No, we did the
we already
twist
did that.
already.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, so favorite video game franchise then. That's
Yeah.
hard.
All right, Chaos.
It is.
Franchise and title.
Favorite franchise? Warhammer. And title? Wake Up.
I like it. Flame.
Or no, Wake Up Call. That's better.
Franchise, The Witcher video game series. The Witcher game series specifically.
Solid.
It's not like the books, it's not like the show, it's its own thing. Title, this is my own personal gag one. I'll get it if it doesn't get picked. Pirate King.
Ah.
That's bad.
Love you, trucker.
Thunder. Title suggestion. Favorite game series.
Surface level problems. And we all know this Last of Us. I'm definitely loyal to the Last of Us franchise.
Good pick.
Not the second season though in real life, very questionable. Makes me like the second game even better. Not the actual.
Yeah, that's how bad
Fuck
the show
shame.
went to hell. Is makes you appreciate the dumpster fire that was
Yeah.
the game.
I fucking hate the second game.
I can't even.
Well, we were on that boat, but then you watch the second season, like the show of it, and you're like, what the crap?
I
Now
can't
you
even
wish you had
finish
the-
the second season. It's so bad.
Yeah.
I haven't even watched the series yet. I have not watched it.
The first season, I'm not kidding
Beautiful.
you.
Phenomenal.
Will the visuals? This doesn't happen to me, so that's how you know this is serious. The visuals were getting me teary-eyed. It was so good, and it also
Shit,
tells
man.
one of the greatest. It takes a gimmicky gay joke that was in the game, which was funny. It was very funny, and they took a really douchey, funny character who was great in the game, and they turned it, whether you're gay or not, into the most beautiful love story that has been put to film in the modern era. Like they did
The uncle.
They did such an insanely good job. The writing, the atmosphere, everything was absolutely perfect. And then somebody started shooting up ketamine and said, what if we did the exact opposite for this season? They'll love it. And then we'll blame them for just not getting it, which they always do when anybody gets any kind of criticism for what they make.
It's like, our show's
looked-
good, you just got
Well-
bad taste.
I looked into
I'm-
it, and there were different directors and producers for those episodes.
I'm sorry, but the second game did not need an adaptation. The game was that bad.
Well, let me tell
That's-
you,
I
when it
thought
got
the same thing.
when it got adapted, boy did they make you like it, because it was that bad. But Trucker, we need a franchise from you and a title suggestion.
Favorite video game franchise is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
What the hell was that?
Someone's grumpy or playful.
That would be that's Odella. She's getting playful.
She getting big enough to be heard on mic.
Mike. Yeah.
Mhm.
What is your title suggestion, Trucker?
I want to say Adventures in Slumberland, but I'm pretty sure that's copyrighted. So
It is.
yeah, no. Damn you, little Nemo.
Where's the live adaptation of that movie, Disney? Huh?
Don't.
Don't ask for
Night-
it.
They never find him.
Nightmares in Duskfall.
All right. As for me, this comes as no shock to anybody who knows me. My favorite series of all time is Fallout. I'll hold for a second for all of your gasps of shock.
Oh,
Wow,
But
I
which
never knew.
Fallout though?
New Vegas.
Hey, there
Atta,
we go. Best pick.
attaboy.
It used to be impossible for me to pick between 3 and New Vegas. I've grown up.
You know, three's not bad. I just if they gave it like a not a redesign, but if they just like gave it 4's engine, I think I'd like it.
They're gonna do what they did with Oblivion. It's already being talked about, and they promised to fix the god awful iron sights, and it's gonna be perfect, and everybody's gonna go, wow.
Yes,
You know,
the rusty sight on a rusty back sight
Held.
on a rusty on a rusty background.
Well, the problem
I
is,
could just do without.
they when you lift up the rifle to look down the iron sights, you're holding it all the way to the side like you're trying to show your buddy before you make a cool shoulder mounted shot for some reason, like you've never seen a gun before, because they are idiots when they design that game.
No.
But as for my title suggestion, it was going to be The City That Always Sleeps.
That works too.
That one's pretty good.
I like
too,
that
yeah.
one.
Yes.
Sounds good. Is there any closing thoughts from anybody? Quick ones, or are
Never
we...
trust,
Great
never
session,
trust your
bud.
mailman.
It was
Yep,
a
great
fun
session.
session.
I'm glad.
Oh yeah, it was
You
fun.
were you were triggering
Big-
my fear, like the video game fear PTSD with those. You can't tell if they're moving or not. Ah, no. By the way, if you've never played Fear, oh my lord.
Well, with that, we'll roll.
Fear's a good game. It is.
Oof. Don't get me started on that game. That was fucking. Like, I only played like a little bit of it because one of my friends like brought it over because they wanted to show it off. Alma Wade is something else.
The school section in Fear 2 scares the crap out of me.
Well, we're gonna roll credits here, and I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks for joining us. Adios.
Night,
Adios.
everybody.
I
Good night, everybody.